is the Chrome Web Store. The Chrome Web Store. So I'm gonna go ahead and click that first link right there. All right. Now in the search, you already know what I'm about to type in. All right. In the search, what I'm about to type in is koala inspector. Koala inspector. So it's like it's koala, kind of like the the little marsupial that live out in Australia, and inspector like Inspector Gadget. All right. So let me click on that. It's a little green one right here. And as you can see, the cool thing about it is that it has over 200,000 users, over 500 ratings, and over a 4.7 star rating. Now, this is also it's absolutely free to use. So as you can see, for me, it says remove from Chrome, but for you, it should say add to Chrome. All right. Now, me, Nick, and Marlon, our teaching style, we like to make sure that everybody's on the same page. So real quick, drop me a yes in chat real quick. If you already are on the same page, you're tracking, this is making sense, you're picking up what we're putting down. All right. Just put a yes in chat. Okay. Now, the cool thing is though, is I got to show you how to use this thing now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over to a $1 billion website. I'm gonna go over to KylieCosmetics.com real quick. I'm gonna just go over Kylie Cosmetics. That's the first one that came to my head. This is a $1 billion website. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go up to this little puzzle piece right here, the extensions, and I'm gonna click on the extensions, and then I'm gonna go to the one Koala Inspector, the Shopify Spy. Now I'm gonna open this up real quick. Now look at what we can see. We can see the exact theme that they're using. We can see how many products she has. We can literally see every single app that she has on her store. Like, let me go in here real quick. She using AfterShip for order tracking, Klaviyo for email marketing, Yotpo for loyalty and rewards, Attentive for SMS, AMP for back in stock. Like, and this is a $1 billion corporation. Like, I can go and see the live trends on her site. Like, I can see exactly what's selling right now, like by the minute. I can literally see everything that's selling right now. I could even go down and then I can go and look and see their traffic real quick. Like, where's all this traffic coming from? How much traffic are they getting? I could see and break it all down so I can see where I need to focus at. I could also scroll a little bit down too, and I could see all of the ads that they running. I could see the ads that they running on Google, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all of the different campaigns. I could see all of them. This is for a $1 billion corporation. Hold on, let me stop my share real quick. Let me come back over here real quick. Like, is this making sense? Am I giving some good games? Like, are we giving some good game? Are we delivering? Like, give me a yes in chat if this is making sense to you, if you're getting some good game from this. Like, let me know. All right, amazing. Let me get my slides back up real quick. Hold on, let me see. All right, boom, there we go. Exactly. I see the chats coming in like crazy. Yeah, W. Someone said W Koala Inspector. I love it. I love it. All right, amazing. So now that's cool and all, but now we got to go ahead and make us a Shopify account. Now, the cool thing about Shopify is that this thing is absolute, like it has a free trial, so we can use this thing for free. All right. So as you can see, step number 3 is you got to make a Shopify account. Now, this is what Shopify looks like. All right. This is what Shopify looks like. But I'm going to go ahead and go into the screen share, and I'm going to show you how to use it, how to do it. Like, is it cool if I show you how to build a Shopify, like real quick, with just like less than 10 clicks? Like, and then like step 4 on this is absolutely crazy. So let me go ahead and share my screen real quick. And a good thing I love about Shopify is that they have a free trial. So I already know when we go over to shopify.com, this is exactly what it looks like. All right. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead over here and click start free trial. All right. I'm going to click start free trial. Now, they're going to ask me a couple of questions. The good thing is that this is an open book test. Like, I'm going to give you the answers right now. All right, I'm going to give you the answers. So they say, where would you like to sell? We already know that we got to build a brand online. So I'm going to click an online store. All right, that's one click. Next, they ask, which best describes you? Like, are you not selling yet, or are you already selling? I saw most people in here said that they were brand new. Like, give me a 1 in chat if you're brand new to this and you're figuring this thing out. So I'm gonna go ahead and put I'm not selling yet right now. That's click number 2. All right. Now for number 3, what do you plan on selling? Right? What do you plan on selling? So right now, I'm gonna just go ahead and click I'll decide later, because in secret number 2, I'm gonna show you how to find a supplier in the United States, outside the United States, how to get over the tariffs, all of that. So make sure that you stay. But for now, I'm just gonna click I'll decide later. All right. And then just like that, all I have to do is then just put my email in real quick. Now, all of you already have an email. I know you do, because you had to have an email to come in here, right? Exactly. So I'm gonna go ahead and remind me next time. And then just like that, all we have to do is click a plan, but I'm gonna just go ahead and skip that so we can use the free trial. Like, I'm gonna use the free trial, all right? And then now, just like that, you got a Shopify account. And now I'm inside of my Shopify right now. So like, really, let me come back over here real quick. Like, was that easy? Like, someone put a yes in chat if that was easy. Like, that was easy, right? That wasn't too difficult to learn. That wasn't too difficult to do, right? All right, I see the easy coming in chat like crazy. I love it. All right,
Yep.
cool. So
Stop
now
using it as an excuse. This should not be an excuse anymore.
it took us 5 clicks, less than 5 clicks to go ahead and do that. All right. So now step number 4, this is one of my favorites. All right. Step number 4 is you got to use a Shopify app that is called Layout Hub. All right. Layout Hub. Now this is the secret sauce that they've been hiding from you. All right. So this is what Layout Hub looks like. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and log into one of my little burner stores on the side real quick. And I'm going to show you what Layout Hub actually does. So let me go ahead and I'm gonna go over to this website real quick. It's the Shopify App Store. All right. And I'm gonna show y'all it real quick. So what you want to do is you want to go to apps.shopify.com. All right. apps.shopify.com. All right. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna type in Layout Hub. Like y'all, you already know that. You know that already. So Layout Hub, easy page builder. It's this little teal one right here. I'm gonna go ahead and click on it. All right. And as you can see, it's going to say install so that you can install it. The cool thing about it, a 4.9 star rating, over 3,000 ratings, and it has a free plan. So we can use this for absolutely free. All right. We can use this for free. So real quick, we like to make sure that everybody's on the same page. Give me a 1 in chat if you're following, you're copying. This is making sense. You're picking up what we putting down. Everything's on like all good. All right, you good, Nick? Nick Marley, y'all good? Y'all following?
Fire up the ones.
We good. We good. We here.
All right,
we need to see the ones.
All right, amazing.
Hey, Justin, we told him whoever the most engaging is who gonna get the giveaways.
Yeah, and I've been looking, man. Like I said, right. Anthony, who you on fire.
All right, I love it. I love it. So that's how you get Layout Hub. Now I'm gonna go ahead and transition over real quick, and then I'm gonna share my screen and show y'all the inside of Layout Hub real quick. Let me show y'all the inside. All right, let me do that real quick. Boom, and I'm gonna go inside Layout Hub and share my screen so y'all can see how crazy this is, guys. Pen and paper out, fingers on turbo mode. This is where things get serious, all right? So now this is the inside of Layout Hub. Now write this down. There's only 3 things that we got to do. Number 1 is click create a page, all right? Create a page. Number 2 is click standard page. As you can see, that's free to do, standard page. And then you want to click hide. So create a page, standard page, and then click hide. And look at what we see on the inside of this. We see hundreds and hundreds of pre-built, already tested, highly converting Shopify website templates that we could utilize. That way we don't got to hire no developer. We don't got to pay someone thousands of dollars, hundreds of dollars, whatever it takes to get a website done. We could just plug and play our own information in. And matter of fact, I'm going to show y'all, like we could show y'all better than we could tell y'all. So let me go ahead and click edit now real quick. And then we're going to pop in and just edit real quick. All right, let me show you how easy this thing is. All right. So now, cool thing is that I just picked a random one, but this one looks pretty clean, right? You got product shots, you got product benefits, you got customer testimonials, you got all of that, right? But the only issue is that, like my brand isn't called Dottle, like Nick and Marlon's brand ain't Dottle. So we're going to remove that. All right, we good now. Okay, let me go ahead and change this number real quick, 888-888-8888. And maybe we don't sell water. Maybe we sell soda. Okay, maybe we sell tea, or maybe we sell clothing, or maybe we sell skincare, right? And then we want to change this little sub headline right here to say, I'm doing this to show you how easy it is to build a high quality website without being tech savvy. All right, without being tech savvy. Now, let me scroll down real quick. Okay, well, Justin, my product don't got 4 benefits. That's cool. Let's just go ahead and remove the 4th one if we don't need it. All right, bet we in the game. Well, I don't want to call my customers clients. I want to call them customers. All right, let me just go ahead and change that real quick to customers. That's not my product? Cool, I'm gonna remove it and put my own. That's not my product? Cool, I'm gonna remove it and put my own. Let me come back over to the share real quick. Like, is this making sense? Are we giving some game? Like, is this some good stuff? Like, someone put a W in the chat if this is some good stuff, if this is some good game. Like, put a W in the chat real quick. All right, I see the chat's back working too, so we can see that energy too. All right, remember, we looking to see who's the most engaged to see who's gonna get these giveaways as well. All right, so now that's Layout Hub. All right, and real quick, just let me know in chat as well, my total investment to learn and execute all of this was a grand total of how much? I'm gonna give you a little hint on the screen right now. As you can see, yeah, it was $0.00 to do this. Now, real quick, I want to play a brief testimonial real quick from one of my students named Perry. It's about a minute long, and I want to show you what he was able to do after applying this information that you guys are receiving, so you could see what's possible and you could hear it straight from Perry himself. And then we're going to go into secret number 2, where we're going to teach you how to get huge A-list level celebrities and influencers to support your brand for absolutely free. So make sure that you stick around. Let's go ahead and play this video real quick of Perry sharing his testimony, and then we'll get right back into the training.
What's good, everybody? My name is Perry Hamilton. I started my brand Euphoric 777 at 19 years old about 6 months ago. Yes, only 6 months ago. So, you know, we're a pretty new business out here. We built our business all off the tactics from Justin P's ebook. And I'm the type of person, I need to see some results up front in order to fully believe what you're saying. So let me show you right now. For the month of February 1st through February 28th, we did $11,000. Keep in mind, we started February 14th. Now let's see March, which is when we really implemented the marketing tactics from his ebook. And as you can see, we did 111K our second month in business at 19 years old. Trust me, you have to take that chance. Not everything you can just find on YouTube for free. And Justin P, he's the...
Exactly. So there you go. That's Perry, who, and then also I want to share my screen real quick because I'll be transparent with y'all. Perry was, you know, a student like that I've been teaching for a long time now. That was back in 2022 when he was doing those types of results. But I wanted to share with y'all really quickly because I hit Perry up and I wanted a little update. So I hit him up and I said, yo, Perry, did y'all hit that $300,000 month yet? And he said, yes, sir. That's the new average now. We trying to push $450,000 to $500,000 a month now. And I just got that update from Perry. All right. So that's absolutely crazy. At 19 years old, his first month in business did $11,000. His second month in business, $111,000. And then now $400,000 to $500,000 a month in sales. All right. So most of the time you thought that you had to do it the hard way, right? You thought that you had to, like, you know, get a website designer for like $5,000. You thought that you had to have your upfront cost be $5,000 to $10,000. And it takes them like what, Nick, like 4 weeks to create, 8 weeks to create, 12 weeks. And you don't have to worry about that no more. Secret number 1.
Honestly, I don't even want to talk about it, bro. You just gave him the sauce in a couple of minutes. If nobody in here don't do anything, you must build a website with what Justin just showed you.
Exactly.
Shout out to Perry too. I see a lot of comments saying Perry for the win.
Yeah, W Perry, because I didn't even let y'all know this, but I called Perry the other day and I asked him for another update. He said he just hit his first $1 million month. So Perry's just going crazy now. So, all right, so that's secret number 1. So let's go ahead and go into secret number 2. We're going to talk about the reach out method that makes it easy to have huge influencers support your brand for absolutely free. All right. So real quick, I need 2s in chat like crazy. Like drop the 2s in chat real quick so we can see all the 2s.
Hey, drop the 2s in the chat for me.
Drop the dudes.
Hey, drop the 2s in the chat for me right now.
We ready.
They want the 2s, JP.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. So now just remember that there's a big difference between having a brand and having a brand that influencers support. All right. And it's not what type of store that you have that makes influencers support you. It does not matter. It's not the design of your website at all that makes influencers support you either. It's not even what type of influencers that you reach out to that makes them support you. It's not even how many followers you have or how new or old your brand is. That does not matter either. It doesn't even matter about the product that you sell that makes influencers support you. So if it's not any of those things, I'm here to tell you, and we're here to tell you what it is. It's actually what you say to the influencer when you reach out to them, what you say to them when you reach out to them. Now, I'm gonna give y'all a quick little story, right? And I'm sure Nick and Marlon, y'all can relate to this too. This started off with, like, I'm just a regular guy. And then all of a sudden I got this like aha moment. Like I got emotional because I'm like, bro, I'm gonna start a business, bro. I'm gonna change my life. I'm gonna change my family's life. I'm gonna increase my impact. I'm gonna increase my income. I'm gonna increase my influence. And that's why I'm starting this business, right? And like, give me a yes in the chat if that's similar to y'all's story too. And then I said, I had an idea. I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna sell like t-shirts. Nick and Marlon said, yo, we gonna sell t-shirts and hoodies. Maybe you saying, oh, I wanna sell skincare, I wanna sell swimwear, I wanna sell whatever it is. And you like, oh, that's what I'm gonna sell. And I'm gonna reach out to these influencers these people are my friends and family that are going to support me, and I already know that this is going to blow. Like, I know it's going to go crazy. Like, give me a yes in chat if that's relatable, if you can understand that. Then you start to talk to people about your business. You talk to influencers, you talk to your friends, you talk to these different people, and you like, yo, my hoodie's different though. It's 50% cotton, 50% polyester. My skincare is different. It uses a different formula. My stuff is different, and you kind of get logical about it. But then even when you telling people, friends, family, influencers, everything about your business, they still don't support you the way that you thought that they was going to support you. They don't come through at the high level that you thought that they was going to support you. Friends, family, and influencers, right? Give me a yes in chat. Or y'all just going to leave me and Nick and Marlon like up here by ourselves, because that's how it went for us. Yeah. And then like we went on a couple of podcasts because we were talking about this, and I went on a podcast called Earn Your Leisure. Real quick, put a yes in chat if you know about Earn Your Leisure. And then Nick and Marlon, I know y'all did some stuff as well with Earn Your Leisure as well. Then I went on a podcast called $1 Million Worth of Game with Wallow and Gilly. Just put a yes in chat if you know about Wallow and Gilly as well, $1 Million Worth of Game. And they asked us, they said, Justin, Nick, Marlon, how you getting people like Chris Paul to support your brand for absolutely free? How you getting people like Giannis Antetokounmpo support your brand for absolutely free? How you getting people like Zion Williamson to support you? Nick, Marlon, you got Zion Williamson to support you as well. Like, there got to be something that both of y'all are doing to make this happen. And then, Justin, you got Lil Baby to support the brand for absolutely free. Like, how do you get Lil Baby, Tyga, Missy Elliott, Drewski, Desi Banks, Rick Ross, DaBaby, Kyrie Irving, Ludacris? Like, real quick, put a yes in chat if you know of any of these people that you see on the screen right now. All right? And I'm here to tell y'all, like, we're here to tell y'all that it's because of the reach out method. The DMs.
You gonna give them this for free, Justin?
I mean, we got to, like, it also, like, it's just because we celebrate, it's still your birthday season. Like, we gonna give the game away because it's your birthday season.
Everybody, it's my birthday all month, bro.
Yeah, put a happy birthday Nick in chat real quick so we could just celebrate Nick's birthday. All right.
And turn us up.
This is the thing, right? It was the DM secrets. Like, is it cool with y'all if we share with you the DM scripts that got all of these people to support us for free? All right. So this is the thing. This is the script. It's 8 words. Hey, are you offering any paid promotional opportunities? That's 8 words. Hey, are you offering any paid promotional opportunities? Now, I see Nick shaking his head at me because he like, Justin, you said that it was going to be free. Why are you talking about paid promotional opportunities? What's going on here? Now, this is the secret, though, because every influencer, people like Quan, Caprice, Casper, like Eric, Nick, Marlon, myself, Tez, everybody, they getting thousands and thousands of DMs on a daily basis. But guess what? If you reach out to them, hey, how do you have any paid promotional opportunities? Guess what? Your DM actually gets read. Your DM now gets read. And if you come with a handout like, my grandma gave me $2,000 to start this business and we want to impact the world and I want you to just wear this stuff for free and use this product for free, it doesn't get read. Now, I took a screenshot of this because we took this from 2020 just to show you that this is working then and this is also working now. This is a screenshot from a rapper. His name's Lil Mosey, and he has 4.6 million followers. I said, hey, would love to get you some merch. Let me know if you're offering any paid promotional opportunities. Thank you. And then he responded and said, yeah, I'm a medium. Send me some drip. Send me some clothes. I'll post you and I'll tag you. That was free. He posted, he tagged us for absolutely free to 4.6 million people for absolutely free. Now, keep in mind though, well, hey, Justin, like, what if he says, yeah, it's gonna be like $5,000 for me to post? Then what do I do? Well, guess what? I take out my little notepad and I write down, this person charges $5,000. Because if I call Nick up right now and I say, hey, Nick, I see that your plumbing is messed up. I'm gonna charge you $10 million to fix your plumbing. Nick gonna be like, next, call the next plumber. And then he gonna get his issue solved with someone that has a better pricing, right? So I'm showing you this because no one knew that we existed 5 years ago. But if you know what to say, then you can actually get someone to support you for absolutely free. Now, you may be thinking this too, well, Justin, what if they don't respond to little old me? Like Nick, Marley, you think we should give them a pro tip on how we can like even have the influencers support us for free, even if we don't have to talk to the influencers ever?
Hey,
it's my birthday month. Hey, and you said it.
Hey, I'm copying and pasting this because you got a better message than us, it seems like.
All right, so look, this is the secret. This is how we got Kyrie Irving literally one of the biggest point guards in the league right now, to support us for absolutely free. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. You're super smart, so you're gonna understand this right when I show you. All right. So let me share my screen real quick. I'm gonna go over to Google. Boom. I'm going over to Google real quick. And then let me go ahead and type in Kyrie Irving stylist. We go to the person that influences the influencer. These influencers aren't picking out what they're wearing and picking out the products that they're using on a daily basis. They have someone that has influence over them. And guess what? Guess who's more likely to respond? Asia Love, that got less than 90,000 followers. I got 1 million followers. I see all of my DMs, so I know she's seeing them. And guess what? She's Kyrie Irving's wardrobe stylist. And the cool thing about stylists is that they got multiple clients as well. So we go to the stylist, we go to the YouTube editor, we go to the trainer, we go to the manager, the family friend, because they are going to respond, even if the influencer doesn't respond, because it's their job to respond, y'all. They have to.
Yes.
It's their job. So
Yes.
let me stop my share real quick. Like, is this some good stuff? Is this making some sense? Are we giving some game? Like, drop some yeses in the chat, drop some fire in the chat. Like, the level of information we're gonna keep giving is based on what y'all are doing in the chat right now.
Turn us up in the chat.
Let's go.
Turn us up.
All right, best. So that's a pro tip. All right, that's a pro tip. So what you used to think that you had to do, you thought that you had to, get a PR person to handle this for you. You thought that you had to hire an agency to do this for you. You thought that you had to pay the influencer thousands of dollars. You don't even got to pay them. You thought that you had to have 1,000 followers, to have 1 million followers for someone to reach back out to you. You don't even got to worry about that. You thought that you had to even rely on the influencers to respond to you, and you don't have to do that. So real quick, I want to share a brief testimonial from one of my students named James, who literally got A-list level celebrities and influencers to support his brand for absolutely free. Like A-list level celebrity and talent. And I want him to share with you how he was able to do that. And then after, we're going to go into secret number 3, where we're going to show you how to get traffic to your brand so that you can stop being the best kept secret, because you got a great product, but nobody knows that you exist. So let's go ahead and hear from James real quick. And then we're going to go into secret number 3. So make sure that you stick around for secret number 3. Make sure that you stick around for the giveaways. Like, make sure that you stay until the end of the training. All right. So let's go ahead and hear from James. All right, here we go.
What's going on, everybody? My name is James Chester. I just wanted to come on here and share some of the things that I've been able to do after purchasing a product from Justin. One of the things that's really moved the needle in my business, not only my business, but in my personal life also, is influencer marketing and creating relationships. So with using the tactics that Justin's taught me, right, I've been able to get some really big influencers in my clothing brand. Some of those influencers include Famous Dex, Lil Uzi, Trippie Redd, DDG, Deshae Frost, Unghetto Matthew, ASAP Rocky, ASAP Ferg, Sheck West. The list goes on and on, right? But before I was able to get all those influencers, I was presented the opportunity to, purchase some of his products. And honestly, I could tell you that in that moment, I was scared because I didn't know if I was going to get a return on my investment. I didn't know if any of the, the information that he was giving out was going to work. But honestly, I could sit here and tell you that it does work, right? There's been so many times where I've taken a chance on Justin, and every single time I've gotten a return, right? Not only did I get a return on my investment, but I've been getting paid dividends off of that investment, right? There's so many doors that's been opened. There's so many opportunities that I've been given. And I can honestly say I'm pretty sure there's more doors that are going to be open that I'm not even aware of yet. But it all started with making a decision, right? Making the decision of which side I want to be on, making sure that, I was doing everything I was making sure that I was buying the products that would align with the things that I wanted to do. And I could say Justin's products is honestly, I feel as if, no pun intended, but literally the last ecom book, last ecom course that you do need. I don't think I've had to buy a course after that. I haven't had to buy a book after that. And I could say it's definitely well worth it, right? But once again, it all started with the decision. So, pick the side that you want to be on. If you either want to go all in or you don't want to go all in, you want to get the product or you don't want to get the product, you want to be out here in these streets, really get into it, or you want to be on the sidewalk just watching the rest of us get to it, right? So make a decision on which side you want to be on, and hopefully you reap the benefits of whatever information that Justin is giving out. And I hope you guys also do understand that not making a decision is making a decision, right? If you don't make the decision, you're basically telling yourself no. Not only yourself no, but you're also telling everybody that's coming behind you and anybody that you could influence around you, you're also telling them no. So hey, do as you wish with that information. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and share some of the things that I've been able to do, and can't wait to see you guys on the other side.
All right, there you go. So that's James. Was able to get A-list level celebrities like Lil Uzi Vert, Trippie Redd. Like, that's crazy, right? Like, just with using secret number 2. Okay. So now, real quick, I know a lot of you guys were like, yo, Justin, I need to know how to find a supplier like in the United States, outside the United States, and I need to know what to do about these tariffs real quick. Like, so put a yes in chat if you want to see us find a supplier in under 1 minute. Like, put a yes in chat real quick if you want to see that. And I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you how to use a website that you probably didn't know how to use like a pro, but I'm gonna show you how to use it, and we're gonna show you how to use it like an absolute pro. So let me share my screen real quick, and then I'm gonna go to a website that's called Alibaba. All right, Alibaba. Now, real quick, someone put in chat like what type of stuff do you want me to find a supplier for? Like, you like hoodies, t-shirts, like skincare, like lipstick, like what do you think? Just put it in chat. And then I'm gonna just pick one of the first ones that I see in chat real quick, and I'm gonna just go ahead and search it up. It looks like y'all keep breaking the chat. It's so many people commenting at one time. It's absolutely crazy. Okay, cool. So Zamir says hoodies. Jamari says hoodies. Okay, I'm gonna go for hoodies then. So I'm gonna go to hoodies, and then but you can type in whatever you want right here. So I'm typing in hoodies right now, but you can type in whatever you want in the in this little search right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and click search. Now, the most important thing that you want to look at is you want to go to the filters. And this is where the pro knowledge comes in. All right. So you want to make sure that you turn on trade assurance. Make sure that you turn on trade assurance, because that's going to make sure that your orders are protected on Alibaba. Anytime you see someone getting scammed or taken advantage of, is because they did not have trade assurance turned on. All right.
Yep.
Now, number 2, you want to make sure that you turn on verified supplier and verified pro supplier, because verified supplier just means that somebody from Alibaba has been to the supplier and has verified that they do what they say that they do. And if they're a pro supplier, that just means that they've been in business over 5 years. So now, as you can see, I'm gonna scroll down and see if I can find something that like might fit my criteria, because it's not even enough to just do that. I'm gonna show you some criteria that I like to go through as well. All right, so let me just scroll through, and I like to do this. So first, I like to see, number 1, have they been in business over 5 years? So as you can see, this one, and 3 to 5 years, let's just put 3. 3 is fine. So had they been in business over 3 years? As you can see, this one's been in business over 7 years. Then I like to see, do they have above a 4.5 star rating? As you can see, this one has a 4.9 star rating. And then also, do they have over 100 ratings? Because if they got 1 5-star rating, that ain't gonna help Nick and Marlon that much, right?
Yep.
So we got to make sure they have all of those criteria. And that's somebody like, this one is a check mark for all 3 for me. So then I'll chat now with them and go ahead and have a conversation. Now, this is the thing though. Like, a lot of people are worried about these tariffs. Like, what's going on with China? Like, I need a supplier that's in the United States. Like, I can't do this in China. All right. So now I'm going to share with you how you can find a supplier in the United States as well. You want to go over to a website, y'all, that's called thomasnet.com. Thomasnet.com. All right. And what you want to do is, as you can see, it says suppliers right here. Now, this is a website that shows all of the suppliers in the United States. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and type in right here. Let's just type in clothing, because we're already on hoodies, t-shirts. I see a lot of people saying that in the chat. So I'm going to go ahead and click on clothing, and then look at what we see. We can see all the clothing suppliers, and I could search within 10 to 1,000 miles. Now, me, I like to search within 50 miles because I could drive 50 miles. I could drive 25 miles, even maybe 100 miles if I'm feeling like it. And then what you want to do is type in your zip code. So I'm going to type in 30309, and then I can go ahead and click search. And when I do that, it's going to show me all of the suppliers that are literally in my zip code that I probably didn't even know existed until I figured out about Thomasnet. So that way I can go over there. I can see, like what is that quality like in person? I can meet the owners. I can see the quality. I see that W game. Like put W game in chat if that's some W game that we giving out. I see the W's coming in.
It's
chat,
coming in hot right now.
It's coming in real high.
Coming in hot, like hot.
Crazy. All right, so now I got one more question real quick too. Is like, who in here is excited? Like, bro, just like drop. I'm excited in chat real quick. If you're excited, I see the chat is
go.
Like it's moving so fast. It's just moving in blocks. I can't even see everything that's coming through. W game, I love it. All right, cool. So now I got to get into secret number 3 because that's not it. Like, so drop a 3 in chat real quick if you want to learn our crazy hack on how to get the right traffic to your brand for absolutely free. You're tired of being the best kept secret and you got an amazing product, but no one knows that you exist. Put a 3 in chat if you're excited for secret number 3. All right. All right. Someone said I'm overly excited. All right. I love it. So now just remember this, you don't always have to pay for traffic. Like tell me if this is the truth. You know, Nick, Marlon, and myself, we be seeing all of these people that teach, and then they teach like, yo, you got to run Facebook ads. You got to run Instagram ads. You got to run TikTok ads. You got to run Google ads. You got to run all of these ads. And then in your head, you're thinking, I don't even know how to run ads. So you want me to spend all of my money doing something that I don't know how to do. Like that doesn't make sense, right? Like someone put like yes in chat, that don't really make a lot of sense, right? So the good thing is that you don't always have to pay for traffic because we got things like TikTok, we got things like Instagram Reels. I'm going to show you the formula to get in traffic. And this is the thing. This formula goes for whatever platform. It don't matter if TikTok gets banned. Who cares? We know if TikTok gets banned, people not stopping using social media. They're just going to go somewhere else. So you have to have the formula to successful content. All right. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Now, what I want you to do,
this big right here, Justin.
This is huge. Pens and papers out, fingers on turbo mode, y'all. Like turn it on real quick, like fast. So what I want you to do is you want to go to TikTok and then you want to go to the search. All right, go to TikTok and go to the search. And what you want to do is you want to go ahead and type in your niche. So as you can see, I typed in clothing brand. All right, I typed in clothing brand right here. Then once you click on the filters, you could filter it by last 3 months, most liked videos. Now, you might be asking, Nick, Marlon, Justin, why are you want to see the most liked videos in the last 3 months in your niche? Well, I know that success leaves clues. Billionaires leave blueprints. I know that it's okay to be a copycat as long as I copy the right cat. The best predictor of success in the future is something that was working recently in the past. So I can draw inspiration from. I can go ahead and not imitate, but I can iterate stuff that's already working for myself. Now, I'm a proponent of this. I'm not the first person on planet Earth, Nick, to take a podcast clip and then put these captions over it. I saw someone else successful, and then I did it myself, and I got over 4 million views. Then, but it's not just me, it's not just Nick, it's not just Marlon. We got students like Jose, and Jose is much like you might be, like in the chat, where you don't even got a TikTok, you don't even got an Instagram, and maybe you do, like that's cool, but he didn't even have social media at all. And then he used this secret and he posted 3 videos. His first video, he got 800 views on. Not crazy, like not a lot. His second video, he got 8,000 views. That's not bad. Then his third video he ever posted got 800,000 views, and he was able to do over, I'm gonna let him share real quick. Actually, I'm gonna go into the testimonial real quick. This is a quick testimonial from Jose talking about what he was able to do in his first 7 days in sales as he started his brand. And then we're gonna go into the cash giveaways, the clothes giveaways, the Q&A, like all of that stuff here in a little second. So make sure that you stay until the end of the training. But this is a video real quick from Jose, and then we're gonna go into everything after this. So let me play this video. All right.
What is good, family? My name is Jose Rivera. I am 23 years old, and I own a clothing brand called Support Hispanic Education, where we just like to uplift and inspire the Hispanic community. I just wanted to come on here and share a short testimony of what it's like to have Justin as a mentor and his team behind you, backing you every step of the way, you know. I just want to share this one instance where JP gave me the exact blueprint and step-by-step on how to run this play, and it was a play on TikTok, and he told me exactly what to do, right? And, you know, I did it. I executed. From that one TikTok video, I was able to generate 70K in the span of a week. That's insane. Mind you, I am 23 years old, and this is my first year in business, okay? And to be able to do that in the span of a week was just mind-blowing to me, and it was just such a blessing. And to have Justin and his team just guiding me through every step of the way. You know, I was unexperienced, and I have never dealt with this many orders before, and they just guided me through, walked me through it step by step so I could get, you know, all the orders out on time in a timely manner. And yeah, they just came through all the way. You know, any question I had was answered. So shout out to Justin and the team. I just wanted to call in here and just share that awesome little story I had. But if I have any advice for you guys, it's just, you know, get the knowledge and acquire everything, but also execute. Because Justin can give you all the tools, and he's going to point you in the exact direction that you need to go in. But at the end of the day, you got to be the one to execute. So I hope we got tons of executors in here and people who are going to take action, because it's real. It's the real deal. Let me show y'all so y'all know I'm not capping, all right? I pulled it up. 73K. 73K in the span of a week. I don't know. That's crazy to me. But anyway, shout out Justin, and, you know, y'all have a good time, all right?
All right, there you go. So that's Jose, able to do 73K in just 7 days after applying secret number 3. Like, absolutely crazy. At the age of 23, his first year in business, being able to do those types of numbers. That could be you. So now, like, the only thing is that you might be saying, well, like, hey, Justin, I like Nick, Marlon, I need this to be something that could work for me, even if I'm an introvert, even if I don't want to be on camera, even if I don't want to make no content, even if I'm scared to get on camera. How can I make this work for me? Because I never identified as a content creator, to be honest. So real quick, just put a yes in chat if you need that type of game. I see the chat going crazy. It's back working now. Like, W game, I see it. All right, cool. So I had to make this work as if I wasn't
Lord, golly.
Boy, look at the
I wasn't, even if I wasn't an influencer or content creator. So I'm gonna show y'all a little tool. It's called Billo.app. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen real quick and just show you real quick how to do this and what this does. All right, so let me share my.
You really giving them the game, bro.
Giving
That's
them the
crazy.
whole thing. So let me go to Billo.app. I'm sharing my screen, and what Billo does, it allows you to send your product to somebody who is a professional content creator. That is what they do. And you can send your product to them. They will take your product, record video with it, edit the video themselves, send it to you for your approval, and then you can use it for your ads. You can use it for your content. Like, they're already high quality 4K content creating machines, and you can use them to do that for your brand. So you never have to actually show up. You don't even have to make the content yourself anymore, because to be honest, like, I was an introvert, so I had to make this thing work for me, even if I wasn't going to make any content. That's some good stuff. Like, let us know in chat real quick. Give us some yeses in chat. Give us some fire in chat. Let us know if that's some good stuff. All right. So
that's great right though.
So now you know how to build a highly converting website at record speed. You know how to get highly respected influencers to support and work with your brand for absolutely free. You know how to find quality products with ease. You know how to even get traffic for free to your brand. And now we kind of got, like, I want to ask you a question. How many of you, like, kind of feel like this guy on the right here? Like, yo, that was a ton of information, Nick, Marlon, Justin. Like, I feel like the water hose has been opened up. Like, I'm so excited. There's so much game. There's so much information. Just put a yes in chat if you kind of feel like that. And the good thing about it is that we literally have, you know, two choices, right? Like, two choices. Choice number one is you can go away with these 3 strategies and you can take them under your belt and you can go and implement them on your own. To be honest, that's what me, Nick, and Marlon did. Truly, we took this information. It took us 15 years plus 25 years combined to figure out all this information. And that's cool. If you're someone that has a little bit more time than money, then, like, that's cool. Take this time, use this information, and go out there and absolutely crush it. Hopefully it doesn't take you 25 years. Maybe it'll just take you 15, but, like, you got the game. This is the game. This is the information. This is exactly how to do it. Now, if
you gotta let that sit, Justin. You gotta let that sit, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think that they process what you just said, that it took us 15 years. It took you 10 years. Out of both of us, that's a combination of 25 years.
Yeah.
So, like, I really want them to process that right now, because the whole purpose of them coming here is for them to execute with speed. Like
Yeah.
the reason why we are here is because we want you to execute with speed. We want you to skip the mistakes that we made when starting our brand. That's why we able to present you guys with these things to get you to where you want to be faster than what we did, because we don't want you to wait 25 years no more. But if some people on here, if you 25 and you watching this, that means your brand ain't gonna pop till you 50.
Right.
So I really need you to understand what Justin is saying right now, that you don't have the time to wait no more.
100%.
You don't have the time to wait.
100%. So like, that's the thing. You can go away with these strategies. We gave you the game, but it might take, hopefully, maybe it don't take 25, maybe it takes 20 because we shave off 5 years. But like Marlon said, we don't have that time to wait. So the only other option that we have, like, and let me ask you this real quick. Like, if you're someone that has a little bit more time than money and you want to skip all of the bumps, roadblocks, bruises, and pain and sleepless nights and blood, sweat, and tears that we put into it, you want to fast track to success, I want to ask you guys a couple of questions. So question number one, like, did we deliver on our promise of giving you the 3 no BS secrets to starting and scaling your 7-figure e-commerce empire? Give me a yes in chat if we delivered on that promise. Then number two, like, if you feel like you got closer to your goal rather than further from your goal, literally just because you are in this chat, in this room right now, go ahead and give me a yes in chat real quick. And also,
Let's go.
if you feel like, man, you're giving us your permission to share something with you that we know is the best opportunity for you to be successful in the e-commerce game, give us a yes in chat, because I'm gonna be honest with you, this information that we can share with you, like this opportunity we can share with you, has already changed our lives. Nick, Marlon, and myself can close our computer right now and go and live our life, and everything will be absolutely fine. It has the opportunity to share, like, to change your life if you allow us to present it to you. If not, we can just stop. So give me some yeses in chat, and then we can keep it moving. I see the yeses coming like crazy. All right, dope. So that's the thing. Like I said, these are just the foundational strategies, right? Like, these are the foundational strategies. It's going to take a little bit long. We've been teaching for an hour. It's going to take a little bit longer than an hour to show you how we did over 10 million in sales, how Nick and Marlon did over 20 million in sales, how we did combined 30 million in sales. So choice number two is you can stick around a little bit longer and let us make your life a whole lot easier. All right. So someone put, I want the easy pass. I want the easy pass in chat. So because unlike people that, drop shipping these trendy products, selling other people's brands on Amazon, building these Etsy stores, we actually own our trademarks. So that means that, like, nobody can copy us and they cannot get away with it. And the good thing is that also means that we can literally show you the exact blueprint, how we build our businesses. And more importantly, we actually want to do that. All right. So allow us to present to you something that we're calling the Scale Your Brand Challenge, which is a 5-day virtual event where we're going to uncover the secrets behind starting and scaling a multi-8-figure e-commerce brand. All right. So my mom is a real estate agent, Nick, Marlon. I don't know if y'all knew that, but my mom always said, you got to let people make a choice from the inside. So I bring people into the house and I let them make a choice from the inside. So real quick, just give me a yes in chat if you want to see an exclusive sneak peek into the 5-day virtual event, so we can give you, like you can make it from the inside. All right. So the Scale Your Brand Challenge is actually starting tomorrow. It's starting tomorrow. So, like, I don't know, like, you guys may not know, but starting tomorrow, April 14th through April 18th. All right. April 14th through April 18th. And I want to share with you what you get when you join us for the 5-day virtual event. All right. So we did 1 hour of teaching today about a bunch of different topics today. But when you join us for the 5-day virtual event, you're going to get 5 days of teaching with us, not just 1 hour. And we're going to be talking about all of the things that you need to know to build an 8-figure brand. So imagine if instead of us spending an hour on multiple things, if we spent 1 hour just on brand identity, how to get your logo, your trademark, your copyright, how to actually build a brand that has an 8-figure foundation. All right. On day number 2, we show you how to build a product. So, like, how can you build a product that strangers are going to want to throw money at you for, because it's a winning product, like some of the influencers that you see in here on the training that we're going to be doing a Q&A with as well later. Then day 3, how can we build a website, like, and actually do web design? So how can we make the website? I keep getting traffic, Justin, Nick, and Marlon, but no one's buying from me. We can make that stop by teaching you web design for an hour. Then on day number 4, we're going to talk about content that converts. How can I make content that actually converts? And then traffic. How do I run Facebook ads, Instagram ads, TikTok ads? How do I do that? And then day number 5, how do we get huge influencers to support us for absolutely free? All right. So what you're going to get when you join us for the 5-day virtual event is you're going to get 5 days. Instead, this is not like a course. You don't take this and go sit by yourself and then no one's going to help you out. This is 5 days of in-person live, like virtual mentorship that you're going to be getting access to. And that's over a $10,000 value. Then we know you're going to have a ton of questions once you come and join us for 5 days. So we're doing 5 days of question and answers as well, on top of the game that we're already given. So that means that we're going to have 5 days of Q&A sessions where it's not going to be like this, where you can't comment, you can't come off mute, you can't ask a question. You'll be sitting there face to face with us and all of our guest speakers, who you can assume who's going to be there, the guest speakers that are going to be able to answer questions directly for you as well. And we're going to do that for 5 days straight. All right. So you get 5 days of training with us with a $10,000 value. 5 days of question and answer sessions with a $5,000 value. That's a total value of $4,000 and something, right? Now, what if I can't show up live, Justin? Like, what if I can't show up from the 14th to the 18th? Well, that's cool, because you're going to get access to the recordings of this as well. So you literally will be able to just click access the replays here. Then you'll be able to click the date that you missed. And then you'll be able to say watch here. So you can literally watch whatever day that you missed. All right. So you get 5 days of training, which is a $10,000 value, 5 days of Q&A session, which is a $5,000 value, the recordings of the virtual event in general, which is a $1,000 value. And then also I said, you know what, let's just throw in my course as well. So we threw in a course too, that literally is going to show you from me having an idea in my dorm room to it doing over $10 million in sales. And it documents everything from top to bottom. And as you can see, these are succeeded payments of over $997 for this course. We sell this course right now today for over $1,000. All right. So this is no fluff, no cap. Okay. So all of what you get when you join us for the 5-day virtual event is 5 days of training, which is a $10,000 value, the 5 days of question and answer session, which is a $5,000 value, as well as the recordings, which is a $1,000 value, and the $1,000 value course that we throw in as well. Now that's a total value of $16,988. But I'm gonna be honest with you. When I told you guys that we had an opportunity available for you guys, usually we do this around $1,500, like, to be completely honest with you. But someone put good news in chat real quick. I don't know if the chat's working. Like, it keeps going on and off. Someone put good news in chat. I got good news, I got great news, and I got bad news. I'm gonna be honest with you. I got good news, great news, and bad news. The good news is that it's not gonna be $1,500. We wouldn't do that to you. The good news is it's not going to be $1,000. The good news is it's not even going to be $500. The good news is that my mentor always told me success loves speed. You got to reward people that take fast action. Like, fortune favors the fast. So we said we're going to do a fast action price of just $397, which means that you could save $1,100 and join us for the 5-day virtual event for just $397. Now, me, Nick, and Marlon got together, and then we said, no, it's Nick's birthday. We got to do something ridiculous. So we got to make this.
JP. Let's go.
Nick called me. I didn't want to do this, but Nick said, yo, JP, what we got to do is this. Let's not do $397. Let's do $297 just to celebrate my birthday. This is our last time doing this training. Let's do it. So that's what we're going to end up doing. But now that's the great news. So someone put great news in chat. Now this is the thing.
News.
Like I said, we do got a little bit of bad news. All right, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. This is the bad news. The great news is that it's only gonna be $297 instead of $1,500. The bad news is that because of how valuable all of these bonuses that we put into this are, we can only do that for the next 29 minutes. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. All right. So real quick, if you plan on joining us and you have, like, this is a no-brainer for you, you are for sure joining us for the 5-day virtual event. Like, you're coming to get the 5 days of game, you're coming to get the 5 days of Q&A, you want the recordings to this, like, you want the no questions asked. Put a me in chat real quick. I just want to see the chat. Like, hopefully the chat's working, but put a me in chat real quick. And also, me, Nick, and Marlon, we said, yo, we got to reward those that are fast action takers. So what we say is, what we're gonna do is, for the first 10 people that end up jumping into the 5-day virtual event, we're just gonna send you your money back. Right when you jump in, we're just gonna send it right back. All right, so
that's a no-brainer right there.
For the first 10 people who jump into the 5-day virtual event and secure their ticket, we're just gonna send the cash right back to you. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and count this down real quick. I'm gonna drop this, Nick. I'm gonna drop this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm dropping it right now. I'm dropping it right now. Boom. All right, so there's only 290 spots available into the 5-day challenge. This is the last day that we're letting people jump in. So either whatever happens first, the 290 spots get taken or the 29 minutes goes down, like whatever happens first. So guys, you can go ahead and click the link that you see on your screen. You can jump in. And also just keep in mind, like I said, this is the birthday special, $297 for just the next 29 minutes or for the next 290 spots that are in that are available for tonight. This is our last day. The challenge starts tomorrow, so there's no other opportunity to get into the 5-day virtual event. So you can get access to the 5 days of training, 5 days of Q&A, the recordings and the courses. Total of $16,988 in value, but you can jump in for just $297 within the next 28 minutes. All right, so you can go to go.scaleyourbrandclass.com/platinum, or you can just go ahead and click that link that you see in the chat as well and go ahead and secure a spot. And mind you that this is backed by our guarantee. All right, this is backed by our guarantee. The guarantee is this: if you take action today and you join us for the 5-day virtual event, I see the W's in chat. If you jump in and join us for the 5-day virtual event and you don't feel like you got your money's worth, we will literally refund you in full. All that we require, like this is all that we require. This is all that we require is that you just show up. You already want to show up to come and get the game. You already want to show up. And then all we require is that you have your camera on. That's it. So that we can ask you questions. We can give you game and we can look at you face to face. All right, and then also just doing your challenge homework, because we're going to give one small piece of homework every day so that you can actually understand and implement this information so you can take massive action. All right. So
takers are money makers, JP.
Yep.
Exactly. So now the good, like I forgot that I had a little bit of extra great news as well. Now the great news is, like we said, the fast action price, the birthday price is $297 for the next 27 minutes, or the next 200. Looks like 282 people that jump in.
The first 10 spots almost gone, boss man.
Yep.
I'm seeing. So now the good thing is that if you need some flexible payment options, because I see a few people asking me about that in chat, is we actually have a cool thing because we partner with somebody that's actually called Fan Bases, and that's they finance people to join into our challenges because they believe in they believe in our challenges so much, and they know that people get success from them. So the cool thing is that literally, I'm actually share my screen real quick so you can see how to do this. So what you can do is I'm gonna share my screen, and then you go over to go.scaleyourbrandclass.com/platinum. As you can see, it says $297 right there instead of what we normally do is $397. You can scroll down and click here for flexible payments. So literally, it's free to apply. You can literally just apply, and then it's free to apply. It don't hurt you nothing to apply. It's a soft pull on your credit, not even a hard pull, and then you can see if they're literally going to finance you to jump. If I was you, I would try that out. I would try that out. And what I would do is I would join the 5-day challenge, then get the game, implement the information, make the cash back, and then just pay them back so you don't have to leave nothing out of your pocket at all. All right. So now, if it was me, that's what I would do. Or if you don't get approved, it's all good. You can go ahead and just use your credit card or your debit card information. And keep in mind that this is also a write-off. You literally could write this thing off. It don't even matter. So if I were you, I would do it that way. But you can also use debit and credit if you don't end up getting approved, which is all good. No worries about that at all. All right. So
JP, it's time to let me off that leash. JP, it's time to let me off that leash. I got a story.
Not yet, bro. I know you gotta hold it in because I know you want to get that game. All right. So now the cool thing is that we're super excited about the 5-day virtual event that starts tomorrow, but we're even more excited about what we call tonight only bonuses, because this is literally our last opportunity. So we wanted to make this a no-brainer for everybody that jumps into the 5-day virtual event. All right. So these are bonuses that you're going to get when you join us for the 5-day virtual event tonight and tonight only. All right. So first tonight only bonus is, number one, on day one, we're going to be talking about brand identity. All right. We're going to be talking about brand identity. So imagine if you had our AI prompts that if you just literally clicked one button, it'll do your whole brand identity for you. So it'll show you, you can have your logos, your brand identity, your name, your how to do your trademarks and your all of those things, right? imagine that with just the click of a one button, you could differentiate yourself from everybody in the marketplace. You can get that when you go to go.scaleyourbrandclass.com/platinum and grab one of the last, it looks like those spots are going fast, guys, like less than 280 spots left, or just 24 minutes, like whatever goes first. So all of what you get when you join us for the 5-day virtual event is 5 days of training, which is a $10,000 value, 5 days of Q&A session, which is $5,000 value, the recordings, which is $1,000 value, and our course, which is another $1,000 value, and our AI prompts, which is a $500 value. So now, like, what else do you need, right? Well, day 2 is product. So what if you had a tonight only bonus that was all of the suppliers that we use so that you can actually get your product done the right way? And I'm gonna be honest with you, when I first got started, I sent $10,000 to my manufacturer, and I still to this day have not heard back from them. So I could have saved myself $10,000 simply by just investing $300 in myself. So our secret suppliers list has over 350 suppliers. I see people selling suppliers alone for $500. And these suppliers aren't just anybody. I'm talking about the suppliers from Nike, the suppliers from Puma, the suppliers from Louis Vuitton, Reebok, Gucci, Dolce & Gabbana, like all of the biggest brand names and all of the suppliers that we use. So what you get when you join us for the 5-day virtual event tonight, and you take one of the last 700 or 270 spots available, is you get 5 days of training with us, which is a $10,000 value, 5 days of Q&A, which is a $5,000 value, the recordings, which is a $1,000 value, the course, which is a $1,000 value, the AI prompts, which is another $500 value, as well as you get our secret suppliers list, which is a $500 value. That's a total value of $17,982 that you can get for free when you join us for the 5-day virtual event. And you go to go.scaleyourbrandclass.com/platinum or click that link on that you see on the screen. All right. So now what else do you need, right? We got to make it a no-brainer, right? So day 3, we're going to be talking about web design, right? We're going to be talking about web design. So you need a website that actually makes sales. So what if you had access to what we call our CRO cheat sheet? That's conversion rate optimization cheat sheet. So me, Nick, and Marlon, we got a list of all of the things that we do before our website goes live. And that's from the $30 million level. So imagine being able to say, okay, let me look at this list that some people that made over $30 million are using to look at before they launch their website. I better make sure that my website is checking all of these boxes as well, right? I better make sure of it. So you can get access to that when you join us for the 5-day virtual event as well, and you secure your spot tonight. All right. So what else do you need? That's not it, because we got some more tonight only bonuses. All right. So on day number 4, we're going to be going over content, paid ads, and as well as just organic content as well. So imagine if you had the exact same content strategy as well that we have put in place for ourselves, right? So like real quick, if content or ads is the reason that you're in here right now, go ahead and put a yes in chat real quick. Because can't you imagine that if our content and our ads was able to get you to come in here, can't you realize how that can be able to be applied for having your target audience go to your business and make some purchases with you, right?
Let's go.
Right. So you can have what we call the 1 million follower blueprint, which shows you exactly how we were able to get and gain over 1 million followers combined on our brands. All right. Now, what else do you need, right? That's not it. All right. That's not it. So what you can get when you go to go.scaleyourbrandclass.com/platinum, take one of the last, it looks like only 249 spots available for tonight. And or you can click,
let me off the leash.
Not yet, bro. Not yet. They get tonight only bonus number 5, because on day number 5, we're going to be talking about influencers, right? So how are we getting influencers to support us, like support our brands for free, show up for us, come join us on these master classes, etc. Well, it's because we got, like literally the outreach scripts. So you guys already seen the outreach scripts that we had to get, Lil Baby, Tyga, Missy Elliott, Drewski, Desi Banks, Rick Ross, the Baby, Kyrie Irving, Ludacris, etc. But we didn't get to share with you all of the scripts as well. We didn't get to share with you how we're getting them to continuously support us, how we're getting them to actually post us, actually tag us, how we're getting them to become brand ambassadors, right? So just to reiterate, so we all on the same page. What you get when you join us for the 5-day virtual event tonight is you're going to get 5 days of training with us, and you take one of the last, looks like 245 spots available, or 20 minutes, like whichever one goes first. All right. You get 5 days of training with us with a $10,000 value, 5 days of question and answer sessions with us with a $5,000 value, the challenge recordings, which is a $1,000 value, my course, which is a $1,000 value, the 8-figure brand AI prompts, which is a $500 value, our secret suppliers list as well. That's a $500 value. Our conversion rate optimization sheet, which is a $500 value. The 1 million follower blueprint, which is a $1,000 value, as well as the perfect outreach scripts to reach out to influencers, which is another $500 value. That's a total value of $19,973, and that's obviously not the level of investment that's required today. So you may be thinking, well, like, hey, Justin, Nick, Marlon, what does this have to do with me? Like, what if I don't have a clothing brand? What does it have to do with me and my brand? Well, I'm here to share with you that this works with not only just clothing brands. Like, this works with all physical and digital products and services, all physical products and all digital products and services. All right. So no matter if you have a physical product, a digital product, or a service-based product, this will work for you. So now let us ask you this, like, what if all this did was saved you from burning $19,000 in paid ads? Like, would it be worth it? Like, would it be worth $19,000 if it saved you from burning? And you might have already burnt $19,000 in paid ads already by hiring an agency or spending the money yourself in ads. So what if it just saved you $19,000 on ads? Like, would it be worth $19,000? Yeah, of course it would, right? Or what if all this did was, like, got your brand the exposure that it deserves? You're tired of being the best kept secret. Like, you're tired of having a great product, but no one knows that you exist. If all this did was get you the exposure that you know that you deserve, would it be worth $19,000? Yeah, like, of course it would, right? Or what if all this did was save you from wasting 19,000 hours, wasting your time on YouTube, Google, Pinterest, like trying to figure this thing out and put it all together? Like, if you saved 19,000 hours, would it be worth $19,000? Yeah, of course it would, right? Or what if all this did was save you $19,000 on web developers, influencers? What if all this did was save you on social media marketing agencies? Like, would it be worth $19,000? Yeah, of course it would. So if that's the truth, then run over to go.scaleyourbrandclass.com/platinum. It looks like we're about to be right under 200 spots left, or 16 minutes, like whatever happens first. I'm not sure. Y'all can join us for the 5-day virtual event. All right. So we really had two choices when we priced this thing out. Like, we can really go as cheap as possible, and we could try to sell as many people as possible, but that wouldn't really incentivize us to really stack the value that much like we've done. Or we can require a little bit higher of an investment, but in exchange, we can devote more of our resources to help to guarantee your success. So if you want us to teach you for 5 days straight and help to guarantee your success, run over to go.scaleyourbrandclass.com/platinum. It looks like we're just now hitting under that 200 spot, as far as the 200 spots that are available. All right. So now, or 15 minutes, whatever happens first. So the real question is like, what's one brand worth to you? You know, like, and one successful brand, that is, right? So for Jose, it was worth $70,000 in 7 days. But really quickly, I want to share with you a brief testimonial from one of my students, Erica, who literally was about to quit before she got started. Like, she was about to quit, and she almost gave up before getting access to this type of challenge, this type of 5-day virtual event. And I want you to hear what she was able to do just 90 days after joining us for this type of information. So I'm gonna share that with you, and then we're gonna get into the Q&A session with Quan and Caprice and Casper and Eric, and then we're gonna get into the giveaways with all of those guys as well. So make sure that you stay into the end, because every single person that stays until the end is gonna get a gift that's worth $500 as well. So make sure that you stay until the very end of the training. So let's go ahead and hear from Erica, and then we're gonna tap in for the Q&A. All right, let's do it.
Let me tell you something. Justin is the absolute real deal. Been following him for some time, as he is the co-owner of Support Black Colleges, and just instantly fell in love with the brand. So I knew that when he was about to drop something, I wanted to hop on it. I hopped on it. Definitely didn't regret it. He was teaching me exactly what to do step by step on how to scale my e-commerce brand. And it got to a point where I was just feeling just down, honestly frustrated, and honestly wanting to quit. So I got on the call with Justin, and I was like, listen, man, I'm exhausted. I'm tired. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. And we had such a rich talk about not just focusing on the money, but focusing on the purpose and being able to use content creation to really be able to scale my business from a perspective of purpose. And from there, I grew by over 500,000 followers in 90 days. And I was also able to continue to generate six-figure incomes through my brand as well. So I mean, honestly, it was probably one of the best purchases that I've ever made, and would definitely make that purchase over and over again. Just being able to sit with people who are really genuine, who really have your best interests at heart, not just looking to get something from you, but to pour everything into you. It's the type of people that I love to be connected with, and it's definitely.
All right, there you go. So that's Erica was literally about to quit before, like literally about to quit before getting access to the virtual event and joining us for 5 days, but then was able to actually go ahead and do 6 figures within 90 days of the virtual event, and also gain over 500,000 followers as well by inputting like this information that you guys have access to be able to jump in when you join us for the 5-day virtual event and take one of the last, it looks like 170 spots, or 12 13 minutes, whatever happens to go by first, whatever happens. So let me keep on going. Let me put my slides up real quick, because that's the thing, right? Like, just to be transparent with you, that's why we're able to demand pricing of, you know, $10,000, $15,000, $22,000, etc. Because when you get that level of game, and you get that level of a result and a change in your life, like it's pennies on the dollar what we're talking about today. So you can go and secure your spot in the 5-day virtual event. Go to go.scaleyourbrandclass.com/platinum, or click that link that you see on your screen. Take one of the last, looks like 163 spots available for tonight. And then or 12 minutes, whatever goes by. So you can see why this is like a great deal at literally $10,000, but for the next 12 minutes or the next 163 spots, then it will be only $297 for the next 12 minutes or the next 160 spots, like whatever comes first. So you can go to go.scaleyourbrandclass.com/platinum and join us for the 5-day virtual event, because now you kind of have two choices, right? Like, choice number one is you can go down the path of proven failure. Now, let's be honest, like if you're still here, it's because what you're doing currently has not been getting you the result that you're looking for. And that's okay, right? Because we've all been down that path where we do something that's called insanity, right? Where we literally keep doing the same thing over and over again, and we're expecting a different result, all right? Expect a different result. Or you can go down the path of proven success with someone that has literally been exactly where you want to be, is coming back with the information to share with you so that you can go ahead and skip over the 15 to 25 years of mistakes and roadblocks so that you can go ahead and do it right the first time. Because, like, write this note down real quick. Nothing changes unless something changes. You're going to keep getting whatever it is that you're getting right now, literally, unless you change something. Nothing changes unless something changes, all right? So to be the best, like real quick, someone put in chat, what do all of these people have in common right here? Like, what does Kobe Bryant, what does Venus and Serena Williams, what is like Michael Jordan, like what do they all have in common? A lot of people are saying, you know, like, oh, they're the most determined, they have the most grit, they're the most successful, they're the GOATs, they're the greatest of all time. They're athletes, they're African American, they got deals with like big companies, etc. All of those things are right. That see determination, mindset, their work ethic, all of those things are right, but it's not exactly what I was looking for. All right. What I was actually looking for is that they have a coach. Kobe Bryant has a coach. Michael Jordan has a coach. Venus and Serena Williams have a coach. So if they're the best of the best, the greatest of all time that have ever lived, and they still need a coach, what makes us think, if we're just now getting started, that we don't need a coach? It doesn't make sense, right? So like, if you want the best coaches as it relates to being successful in the e-commerce industry, and to learn from people like myself, Nick Marlin, you know, Quan, Caprice, Casper, like all of these guys, go to go.scaleyourbrandclass.com/platinum. Grab one of the last, looks like 120 spots available for the 5-day virtual event, or 9 minutes, like whatever happens first. I'm not sure what's going to happen first. All right. If you want the best coach, because like I know that it's difficult to like look at, like all of those things are difficult. Winning the NBA championship, winning a Wimbledon, like all of that's difficult. But I'm sure it's probably difficult to do something like climbing Mount Everest as well, right? And when I was doing a little research on some of the most difficult things to do, I saw that. And what I noticed was every time I looked at the top of Mount Everest, I noticed something. And what I noticed is that it was always more than one person at the top of the mountain. It was always more than one person at the top of the mountain. And as you can see, it takes a community to do the biggest things in life, to get to the, like, compare Mount Everest to the mountain of business. You can't get to the top of the mountain of success in business if you don't have a community, if you don't have a group that's going there with you. And one of the best things about the 5-day virtual event is that everybody that jumps in made an investment as similar in that mountain, so you guys can help each other get to the mountain of success as quickly as possible with each other, right? So if you want to climb to the mountain of success with others that are invested, like, because most of the big issue is a lot of people I've noticed is that they don't have what I call an environment that's conducive for success. So we call that, like, you're a rose in the Dubai desert, right? Like, you're a rose in the Dubai desert. You have all of the potential to be able to have the biggest brand. You have all of the potential to be just as successful as, Quan, Caprice, and Casper, and Eric, and Nick, and Marlon, and myself, but you're just not in the right environment to grow. So you can plant yourself in the right environment by joining us for the 5-day virtual event, right? And you can go to go.scaleyourbrandclass.com/platinum and join us for the 5-day virtual event, or you can just click that link that you see on screen. It looks like we got less than 100 spots, and today is the last day for you to join, because the actual virtual event starts tomorrow, April 14th, all right? So, because think about it like this, like, if you was, let's say, like, if would you jump into, if you didn't know how to swim, and you were by yourself without a lifeguard, would you jump into a 10-foot pool? Or by yourself, would you jump into the ocean by yourself if you didn't know how to swim? Like, let me know, yes or no. The answer is obviously no, right? So why would you jump into the ocean full of sharks as it relates to business without having a guide, without having a coach? It doesn't make any sense, right? So if you want to have the best guide, the best coach, the lifeguard that can be there to throw you the life raft to make sure that you don't make that mistake, join us for the 5-day virtual event. Grab one of the last, guys, it looks like we only got less than 80 spots available for the 5-day virtual event. 80 spots are 6 minutes, like whichever one comes first, all right? So now I was doing a little bit of research on the Mount Everest thing, and what I realized is that I Googled it, and I was wondering, can you climb Mount Everest without having a guide or without having someone with you? And it actually says attempting to climb Mount Everest without the assistance of a Sherpa or a guide on Mount Everest is actually impossible, right? But they have something that's called ice fall doctors. So what happens with them is, like, whenever you fall, they actually will come and mend your ropes and mend your ladders so that you can get back up and go do your thing. But the only issue is that they charge something that's called an ice fall doctor's fee. So you literally have to pay for the mistakes that you make. You have to pay for the time that you waste. And what I realized also about Mount Everest when I was doing my research is that it literally has a 14.1% fatality rate. So that means that for 100 people that go up Mount Everest and try to climb it, 14% of them don't even make it back down. They don't even make it back down. And that reminded me of something that I saw on the SBA's website, because it says, according to the U.S. Small Business Administration, over 50% of small businesses fail in the first year, and 95% fail within the first 5 years. So that literally means that you have a better Mount Everest in surviving than you do of trying to start a business by yourself and being alive within the first year, let alone the first 5 years, especially if you don't have a guide or you don't have a coach, right? So if you want the best guide, you want the best coach so you can avoid that, avoid the business dying before it even starts in the first year, the first 5 years, go to go.scaleyourbrandclass.com/platinum or click that link that you see on your screen right there and grab one of the last, looks like 50 spots that are available for the 5-day virtual event, or 4 minutes, like whatever ends up, passing up first, whatever happens. So the real question is like, is it worth just taking a few minutes of your time to check this thing out? And if it does even half of what we claimed it does, like if it does even half of what we claimed it does, it'll literally be able to pay for itself literally as soon as your brand is live. All right. So like the thing is that it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. All right. And the reason that I say that is because it's not if you're going to pay for the 5-day virtual event, it's when. Like, let me know. I think the chat just came back. So let me know real quick. If you've been trying to do this by yourself and you've been wasting time and making mistakes, be honest, give me a yes in chat. Or if you feel like if you went out there and did this by yourself, inevitably you would waste time and you would make mistakes inevitably, because that just makes sense, right? Exactly. I see the W, I see the yes, I see all of that in chat, right? Exactly. And let's be honest, some of you may have already been bumping your head and wasting time and wasting money. So you probably have already wasted time and wasted money. Let me know, give me a yes in chat if you feel like you wasted at least $300 worth of time or $300 worth of mistakes that you already made by yourself trying to do this out. Exactly. I see Chase says no question, right? So you probably paid for this 5-day virtual event over and over and over again, but the only thing that you didn't get access to was the 5-day virtual event, right? That was the only thing that you didn't get access to. Or you already said, yes, like if I go out there and do this by myself, I'm gonna absolutely waste time, when time is money, or I'm gonna make mistakes if I go do this by myself. So it's not a matter of if you're going to join the 5-day virtual event and if you're going to pay for it. It's like, are you going to go out there and pay for it with time wasted and the money wasted and the mistakes that you make? Or are you going to just use $300 to skip 15 to 25 years worth of mistakes? So if you want to do that, join us for the 5-day virtual event. Just click go.scaleyourbrandclass.com/platinum and join us for the 5-day virtual event. Whichever happens first, we got 21 spots left for the 5-day virtual event, or 2 minutes, whatever ends up happening first. So just to reiterate, all of what you're going to get when you join us for the 5-day virtual event is 5 days of training with us, 5 days of Q&A. The training with us is a $10,000 value. The Q&A session with us is a $5,000 value. The challenge recordings, which is a $1,000 value. The last ecom course you'll ever need, which is a $1,000 value. The 8-figure ChatGPT prompts, which is a $500 value. Our secret suppliers list, which is a $500 value. The conversion rate optimization cheat sheet, which is a $500 value. The 1 million follower blueprint, which is a $1,000 value. And the perfect outreach scripts, which is a $500 value. That's a total value of $19,973 that you can get for absolutely free when you go to go.scaleyourbrandclass.com/platinum and join us in the 5-day virtual event, or take one of the last 12 spots or the last minute. It looks like we only got a minute left of the 29 minutes. So now we're all done with the training. We're going to go ahead and jump into the question and answer session, as well as the cash giveaways. And we're going to go ahead and start doing some cash giveaways, some clothing giveaways. We're going to go ahead and start answering some of you guys' questions. So if you have any questions about the 5-day virtual event, go ahead and drop your question in chat. If you want to know, like, or just any questions in general, like if you want to know what time does it start, what are we going to be talking about? If you got a question that specifically that you want to ask, just go ahead and comment that in chat real quick, and I'm going to go ahead and start answering some of your questions. All right, go ahead and start dropping them in chat. All right, amazing. Will I be able to join after this event? No, unfortunately, Davion, this is literally the only opportunity because we start tomorrow. So there's no opportunity to be able to go ahead and join. All right, there's no opportunity to be able to go ahead and join because this is the last day. We literally start tomorrow. All right, we start tomorrow. Okay. I see finally the chat's back working. All right, I love it. 5-day virtual event. I'm looking at all of the questions real quick. I see a bunch of W's. Let's see. What time does it start? David asked. That's a good question. Oh, and it looks like the time ran out, but it looks like there's still a couple spaces left. So forget about the time. I'm just gonna go ahead and let these last like 7 spaces rock. Like if you real quick, if you joined us for the 5-day virtual event, you already locked in your spot. We're going to be seeing you tomorrow for the 5-day virtual event. You're going to be learning from me, learning from Nick and Marlon, learning from all of the influencers, etc. Like comment I'm in chat, just so I can start giving some shout outs real quick. Just comment I'm in chat real quick so I can start giving some shout outs. I want to shout out everybody that secured their ticket to the 5-day virtual event. I want to start giving some shout outs. I know that the chat wasn't working for a little bit. Let's see if it's back working. And if not, it's all good. We'll just go ahead and keep things rocking and rolling. No worries. All right, amazing. Okay, cool. So someone says, what are we going to be taught? What's going to be taught on the 5-day virtual event? So day 1, we're going to be going over brand identity, literally talking about how you can build a brand that can stand out from every single person so that you don't look like everybody else. So how do you get your trademarks, your copyrights, your logos, your brand identity, like your messaging, all of that, right? Day number 2 is product. So like, what do I sell? What's popular right now? How do I build a winning product so that I know like I can actually get people to actually buy my stuff, because right now they're not buying my stuff because I don't have a winning product just yet. Or day 3, we're going to be talking about web design. So how to build a website that actually converts, because like, let me know, you could be honest with me in chat too. You know, like, let me know if you had a website and you made it, but it's not actually converting. Like it's not actually converting. Yo, what up, bro? You muted, brother.
Yo,
I can hear you now, bro. You good?
yeah, we're going.
Hey, I think we should go ahead and just do a quick giveaway real quick since you popped in here, bro.
Wait, let's do it.
All right. So what you want to give away first? I think we should split up that 1,000. Maybe 2 people get 500, or
Okay.
give away one of the signed cozy zip ups first. What you thinking?
Let's do the zip up first.
All right, that's a bet. And the chat been like the chat been going crazy, but it keeps breaking. Like they keep going crazy.
See.
So I don't know if they can see you or if they messaging or not. So we might have to just wait till the chat start working, but we'll see. So
Okay.
All right. So let's see. Like, all right, let's do the zip up, like you said. So real quick, if y'all can chat, like please just drop in chat. I want to know. Let's ask them a question that only the biggest supporter of you would know, and they got to get that answer right. And only your biggest supporters would know that answer.
Okay. That motherfucker frozen though. Like they bit like.
It's still freezing for you? Yeah, it's freezing for me too.
What's going on, E?
What's up, Eric?
Popped in and out.
Yo, what up?
There he is. All right. Yeah, now the chat is going. It keeps freezing, bro. It's too many people in here. The chat's going crazy, bro. All right, what's up, E? You good?
Yeah, I'm past my bedtime, bro.
We gonna get you out of here soon, bro. But
I'm
trying to let me turn the chat off and on real quick. Boom. Let me turn it off. Let me turn it back on, and then we're gonna do that. Let's see if that works. All right, there you go.
Okay, boom.
All right, we gotta go fast, Quan. Like,
question. Fuck. What's the name of my dog? What I name my dog? What the hell I name my dog?
All right, first winner that's gonna get the signed cozy zip up. One of the signed cozy zip ups. You gotta say what the name of his dog is. Hurry up and put it in chat before the chat freeze.
Fuck. Damn. I don't know who went first.
You saw somebody say it?
Yeah. You just say Caden.
crazy.
I see Caden. Yeah, Caden.
Caden. All right, Caden's getting the first one. Now, you gotta give me one more question real quick, Quan.
I need a good ass question. Fuck.
One more question. Your dog named Cozy?
Yeah. E, help me out. Somebody help me out. Give me a question. What's the question? Fuck. I don't know. I'm bad.
Brand.
You said what?
What was your first brand? Like the first brand that like no one knew about. Like the first brand you made. Like the first brand you ever made.
Oh, my first brand was Cozy. That was my first ever brand.
All right, I got one. What's your favorite car? What's your favorite? Okay. Only your biggest supporter would know that. So y'all, what is Quan's favorite car? Drop it in the chat.
You gotta refresh it again.
All right, let me refresh again real quick. At least I know they could hear the question, so then they could just come back right when the chat come back. So Caden, a team that's in the background too. Make sure that you write down Caden real quick so we can hit him up after this and then go ahead and give him his get his shipping address. What's good, Casper? What's good, Caprice?
Yo, what's poppin' with y'all, boy?
Going on, brother?
What's good? So we've been having to hurry up and ask questions, y'all, because the chat been going so crazy. It keeps breaking and then unbreaking. So real quick, let me disable it and turn it back on. And then, so Quan just gave away one of his signed cozy zip ups. We about to do one more, and then I'm gonna jump over to you, Eric, because I know your bedtime coming up soon. So I want you to go ahead and give away those 100 shirts.
Let's do it.
All right, cool. So let's see, bro. The chat keeps doing too crazy and keeps breaking, bro. Keeps breaking. Hold up. Yeah, nah, that joint tripping. Oh wait, hold on. I think we good. Oh, Quan, you messaged Caden? All right, yeah, let me take his name real quick and then send that to the team real quick. One second. All right, bet. There we go. Boom. Bro, the chat is killing me, bro. That joint keep freezing. All right, it's all good. All right, so why don't we do this, Quan? Just pick somebody else from everybody that like was saying the name. Just go ahead and pick one at random that you see in the chat.
The nigga name. I'm gonna just close my eyes and just pick a nigga. Damn, Jalen Clifton.
Jalen Clifton. Let me write that down. Jalen Clifton. All right, bet. So we got Caden is gonna win a signed cozy zip up from Quan. Jalen Clifton gonna win a signed cozy signed cozy zip up as well. All right, now let's save you real quick because I want to get E out of here. E, all right, there goes the chat. While we got the chat, E, we need a question. Like, ask a question to the chat that they got to get the answer right. And once they get the answer right, the winner is going to get those 100 shirts.
Ask a question. What type of question should I ask?
Any type of question, bro. It don't matter.
What was Virgil's first brand?
Okay. Well, so the Virgil Abloh's first brand. I don't know if they're gonna know that one, bro. That's a good question.
Well, they gotta ChatGPT that shit real quick.
You gotta go figure that one out. All right. Hey, I see a couple people were saying some of the cars. I see. Why don't we do one of the people that got the cars right? Why don't we give them a half of that 1,000 that you said you wanted to do? Anybody get it right?
Jakari Brown.
Jakari Brown. What did he say?
My lamb.
Lamb chop. All right. Jakari Brown. All right, bet. All right, so Jakari, you won $500 from Quan. All right, bet. Oh wait, did Anthony get it right? E Pyrex.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, bet. So Anthony been going crazy in the chat this whole time too. So Anthony, you win from Superline Wholesale from Eric. He's giving you 100 shirts, free blanks to start your brand off with. 100 shirts. Bro, Quan, I wish I would have had that when I first got started.
What?
Come on, bro.
100 shirts, you could run that shit up, bro. Minimum.
Bro, hey, Caprice, they wasn't doing this back when you got started, giving away free stuff.
Nah,
like that.
Facts. 100 shirts, that's a whole drop right there off rip, you know.
I was saying, all right. So, and E, I know you got your son and it's a wife and kids. So if you gotta go ahead and you can do your thing. I just want to get that giveaway with you out the way.
Let's do it. I appreciate y'all. Good night,
bro. Good night, bro.
All right, my boy.
All right. So, hey, Casper, bro, I think we got to pop over to you real quick.
Yes, sir.
All right. So the chat been going on and off, bro. If it goes on, we're gonna ask a question, and then we could just go ahead and ask a question anyways, or we could just pick someone at random because the chat acting like it's doing what it want to do. So, what do you want to give away first, Casper, or what are you giving away?
So I definitely got to give away one of these unreleased pieces. So this is gonna be dropping probably sometime this month. It's one of my little unreleased pieces for my clothing brand fans, man, no cap. And then we got the 2 ebooks we're gonna be giving away.
All right, so let's do this. Let's give away the piece first, and you got to sign that joint. Even Quan signed his 2 zip-ups. You got to sign it. All right, so just go ahead and take a scroll through the chat and just stop on somebody at random, and then let me know what their name.
All right, let me see. Chat glitching on my end, y'all. I might have to have y'all choose chat. Let me see.
Right,
I can't even scroll through it. Go ahead, do it for me, Justin.
All right, I'm gonna scroll for you real quick, bro. The chat has been blowing me all day. That joint be turning on and lighting on fire and then turning back off. All right, let's see. Close my eyes. All right, winner of Casper's unreleased piece is Deontay.
Okay, cool.
Deontay. And then Casper, what I want you to do, bro, it's just send me the links to the ebooks, because at the end of this, I'm gonna be giving away some gifts, and I'm gonna just bundle it in with the gifts that I'm gonna give away, and then I'll just announce that for you later.
Okay, I got you covered. Appreciate you.
All right, so Deontay, I bet. So now, Caprice, we got to jump over on your side real quick, bro.
Yep, let's do it.
All right, so Caprice, you said that you wanted to do $500 voucher to come. Oh, there we go. All right, you got to ask a question quick, Caprice, while we got the chat, bro.
What was the name of my first brand?
What's the name of Caprice's first brand? Drop it in chat. Drop it in chat while we got it.
Let me see who know.
Bro, the chat is going too crazy, bro.
I'm gonna catch the first person that says it. Hold on.
Oh wait, I think
someone said it. SA.
SA?
Yeah, SA said it.
That was the first one you saw?
Yeah. That was the first one I saw.
All right, so SA, you're gonna get a $500 voucher to Project Capri. Congratulations. I love it. Now, did you say you wanted to do something else, or am I tripping?
Yeah, I was saying that I was going to give away 5 free spots into my community with all of my resources, manufacturers, designers, and weekly calls and everything like that. So I was going to give away 5 free things for that, for all my resources.
All right, don't even trip. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bundle that in, and I'm going to do that with the ebooks and stuff, and then we'll do that at the end of the training. So now, Quan, we still got to give away, what's $1,000?
Yeah, we already gave away 5. We got to do another 5.
All right, we got to do another 5 real quick. All right, so... Bro, why don't you just scroll through the chat real quick and then just pick someone at random, because the chat is actually tripping. It's tripping.
Let me see what I can do. All right, so a nigga named Caden, spelled with a C. He thought he won the first one, but it was another nigga named Caden start with a K. So I'm gonna just get another 500 to the nigga named Caden that start with a C. Because he said, Big baby for cozy. Thank you, Quan. And it wasn't even for that nigga. Matter of fact, no. That nigga spelled my name wrong. Next nigga. Hold on. I'm going to do Emma. E-M-A. Yeah, Emma.
All right, good. We got some women winning some stuff in here as well. I bet. Perfect. Now, all right, so we done gave away everything. But real quick, before I let y'all go, I just want to go ahead and ask y'all like one question real quick, and y'all just each answer one by one. Let's start with you, Casper. Like, I'm curious of, like, I'm just like, throughout this journey, have you had anybody that was like mentoring you, showing you the ropes? And if so, how important has it been for you to get where you are to have a mentor in general, if at all?
Nah, most definitely. In the beginning of me doing a lot of what I did, I learned from a lot of people in the e-commerce space. I had people like GlowJays kind of help me out along the way. I learned a lot from Tez. I mean, I picked up game from Mar. It was a lot of different people that came from me and just gave me a lot of game as far as coming into the space and figuring out how to monetize myself and be able to make money off of the views I was generating, and really just teach me how to create products and stuff and build a legacy and a name for myself that is long lasting. So I would definitely say like a lot of people have helped me, and it definitely benefited me in the long run.
Yeah, no, I feel that. Hey, Caprice, I want to ask you the same thing, because like I know you're younger, you're coming into the game. Have you just been doing this all by yourself, or have you been learning anything? Like, do you feel like it's important to have a mentor? Like, just give me your thoughts on it.
I definitely think it's important to have a mentor, because I feel like if you're a hard worker, you're gonna get there regardless. But with a mentor, you're just gonna get there quicker and with way less mistakes. You're gonna have to take way less losses. So when I'm going into stuff that I'm not too sure about, like for instance, I was getting into stocks and stuff, Tez was helping me a lot about it. Kayla Pereira was helping me a lot with that. You know what I mean? Just really reaching out to people that I see specialize in something and getting whatever knowledge I can from it. So yeah.
Right. Hey, and Quan, I love that, bro, by the way, Caprice. Quan, I want you to tell that story real quick that you was telling me, because you was like, yo, bro, when I first got started, I went to go on a scavenger hunt, and then I found a brand, and then I started talking with the owner. He kind of coached you throughout the way. So like, can you tell me that story real quick, and it just kind of like answer that question too of how that person or how having a mentor helped you out?
All right, so when I was first starting, I was procrastinating for like 2 years, because I knew I wanted to make a clothing brand. I didn't know how. And I was just like taking bits and pieces of knowledge that I was learning and just tossing to the back of my mind. And then when I collectively got everything that I knew, like how to create and build what I want, That's when I finally started. But it took like 2 years for me to start. And this is a guy named Isaiah. He owned the brand Life of an Outsider. He was like the only person to ever got there and give me some knowledge on the clothing brand game, man. When I started, it wasn't many, like right now, today, it's hella clothing brands. When I first started, it wasn't many clothing brands. It was like a few in the city at least. So goddamn, he gave me some knowledge. He did a scavenger hunt, like the same way I do now. I go drop clothes off and get them, you get them. He was doing one of them before his brand. And I ended up grabbing one of the jackets and we had followed each other on Instagram, we chopping it up. He was just giving me game, telling me about manufacturing, overseas stuff like that. All the stuff that everybody know now, niggas ain't know that back then. I ain't had no knowledge on none of that. I'm thinking I gotta go buy a jacket, go to the mall, print on this hoe, and sell it. Whole time that's not profitable at all. So he would give me knowledge on like manufacturers, Shopify chargebacks, all of that. And really from there, that really what it was. And I feel like something I've learned from that was like, now the internet is your best friend. Cause back then, like I said, it wasn't none of that. Like you had to dig and find and niggas gatekeep. So it's like you weren't finding no information. And I for sure feel like this webinar was something niggas needed. Cause if I had all this knowledge first starting off, ain't no telling where I'd be at right now. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, facts. You probably would have been able to go 5 times further, 10 times faster just by having like the information.
What, bro?
So I'm gonna ask y'all one more question real quick, and then I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and do your thing, and I'm gonna just finish up, and then do all of the giveaways at the end that I'm about to do. Me and Nick and Marlon gonna do. I don't want to hold y'all too long, so I want to ask you, Casper, first. I'm gonna ask you, and what I want to ask you is this: is like, what do you feel like if you had it when you first started, early in your journey, would have helped you get to your goal 10 times faster? Like if you just had this one thing, you could have got to where you are now 10 times faster.
I would say definitely the mentoring part of it, like being able to invest in somebody that could give you the skills early on and kind of teach you what you need to know and teach you the ropes. I would say like it's a lot of trial and error going through things by yourself. And if I had the money to start off with, I definitely would have invested into the networking portion of it, because once you use everything that you have as far as your resources, the network is what you have left at that point. You have to be able to use other resources and pull from other people to be able to get to where you want to be. So
yeah, I feel that. Now, Caprice, I want to ask you something that's similar but a little bit different. I want to ask you, like, so I know that you just did a drop, and when you did the drop, you did very well. I called you and you told me like how it went, and I know that to do a drop, you got to invest in to have that pre-made so that you can actually send stuff out. So I'm curious, like, to somebody who is scared to invest in themselves, in their brand, like they're worried about spending money. What would you say to somebody that's at that place where they're afraid to like spend money and investing in themselves, investing in mentors, investing in their brand, etc.?
Right. I was just speaking on this with Tez actually when we were in Atlanta, and it was kind of just like how I had to get over the fact of just wanting to save money, because you don't save money to $1 million, right? And it's like, if you make $1,000 with your business, you're better off using that $1,000 to either gain knowledge or do something for your business that can make you $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 than just saving that one lousy $1,000. You know what I mean? And that goes up more and more. Like even with $10,000, you'd rather invest that back into the business, better quality products, pre-made drops and everything like that, instead of just holding on to it. So really, that's what it was for me, is just reinvesting back into the business.
Yeah, 100%. You know, you take money to make money, bro. Like, so, all right, Paul, I want to ask you something real quick too. Like, I want to know something, like, as you've been in this game and you've been doing this, you know, sometimes it goes well, sometimes it doesn't go well, and it's up and down for everybody in business. But I'm curious, like, what's something that you had to learn the hard way that you feel like you really could have learned the easy way if you would have had someone to just guide you through it and make it easy for you? Like, have you had like big things that happen where you're like, dang, bro, I could have avoided that if I just knew the information?
I would say not necessarily, but I have learned that you got to walk before you run, and you just got to be patient with everything. Cause like, you rushing something, it's not gonna come out the way you want it to. It may come out fucked up. Like, I was on some shit to where I was like, I'm trying to make it by tomorrow, and it ain't like that. You got to take your time with everything you do. Goddamn, I've been on YouTube for 7 years. I know it's not about YouTube, but I've been on YouTube for 7 years, and people think like, oh shit, they happen overnight. Like, nah, niggas put in real pain behind this shit. So I would say, just be patient. Like, everybody's time gonna come when it's meant to come. Just be patient.
Yeah. That's a fact. That's 100%. All right, well, I'm gonna let y'all go. I don't want to keep y'all too long. It's getting late. So y'all go ahead and do your thing. I appreciate y'all boys coming on, bro.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Appreciate
Shout out
you.
everybody in the chat. Yep. Appreciate you, Justin.
All right, brother.
All right.
All right, now for everybody that's still in the chat, make sure that y'all stay until the very end of the training because I'm gonna be giving away. I haven't even done my own giveaway just yet, and this is my training, so I gotta make sure that I do my own giveaway. And real quick, if you were able to jump into the event, or excuse me, if you were working on getting your ticket to the 5-day virtual event, just like, and you need more time, just put time in the chat real quick because I want to make sure that everybody that wanted to join the 5-day virtual event was able to join. So while the chat's working, just like put time in the chat if you need a little bit more time to be able to jump in. If you need a little bit more time. Yeah, I see time. I see time. Oh, and y'all are asking where Nick and Marlon went. They actually went to we're doing a kickoff call right now because the challenge starts tomorrow. We're doing a kickoff call. So everybody who jumps into the 5-day virtual event, we're going to do a kickoff call right now to like get hyped for the challenge, give some more game and all of that. I see a lot of people saying time. This is what I'm going to do. Only because it's Nick's birthday and we celebrating and it's our last opportunity for anybody to get into the 5-day virtual event. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put 29 more minutes up, and I'm gonna just let 29 spaces be available because Nick is turning 29. So I'm gonna put 29 more minutes up. Y'all keep saying you need more time. So I'm gonna put 29 minutes up and I'm gonna make 29 units, 29 spaces left in the 5-day virtual. Then I gotta go get on the actual class, the kickoff call that we're doing right now. I'm actually missing it. So I'm gonna stay on 30 more minutes with y'all, and then I'm gonna go jump over and get into the last few minutes of the kickoff call with them. So I'm dropping that right now in 3, 2, 1, boom. All right, bet. So you can go over to www.go.scaleyourbrandclass.com/platinum and grab one of the last few seats, the 29 seats that I just opened up, and 29, whatever happens first, the 29 seats or the 29 minutes. You guys can go over to www.go.scaleyourbrandclass.com/platinum and grab one of the last few seats that are available in the 5-day virtual event. All right. So, and while we're doing that, I'm gonna just kind of give you guys some mindset hacks and tricks that I know the most successful people do to become successful in this industry. And then at the end of this little portion right here, I'm gonna go ahead and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do my giveaway because I'm gonna do $1,000 cash giveaway. All right, I'm gonna do $1,000 cash giveaway. Okay, and Nick and Marlon, I'm gonna go ahead and do the giveaway on their behalf too because Nick and Marlon said that they're gonna go ahead and give away a bunch of free stuff as well. So I'm gonna do that. So make sure that you stay until the end, very, very end, and I'm gonna go ahead and do my giveaway of $1,000 and then Nick and Marlon's giveaway as well. All right, so let's go ahead and do it. So one of the things I had to realize is that, money is good, but money is only good for, a few things, honestly. And what I mean by that is like money is good for 3 things, I say: assets, access, and information. And the reason that I say that is because I realize that you only aspire to the level that you're exposed to. So that means that you literally can't fathom that something is possible unless you see somebody else do it. So I like to use worthless money because let's be honest, the most successful people use money as a tool and not a goal. So what they do is that money is being printed on a daily basis and affected by inflation on a daily basis. So what they do is that they take worthless money and exchange it for something that's actually valuable. So I like to exchange it for access. So I can get around people that know more than me because I'm gonna tell you a secret. If you're the smartest person in your circle, you're not in a circle. You're actually in a cage. All right, you're actually in a cage. So the second thing I like to use money for is assets, because we have to be building assets that can make money for us in our sleep. And I see the chat's back working. So real quick, comment I'm in chat. If you joined us or if you're joining us for the 5-day virtual event, you secured your spot and you're joining us for the 5-day virtual event, comment I'm in real quick because I want to go ahead and give you guys some shout outs. I see the chat keep going on and off. I'm sorry about that, guys, but it's so many of you guys in here that the chat keeps going on and off. All right. So that's the thing. Money is good, but it's only good for assets, because if we don't find a way to make money in our sleep, we're going to be working until the day that we die. All right. We'll be working until the day that we die. So the last thing I use money as an exchange for is I use it as an exchange for information, because the only thing stopping you from being at a place like, you know, myself or Mick and Marlon or Quan or, you know, Caprice and Casper and all of these guys are at is information. That's the only thing separating us. So I like to use worthless money in exchange for information that can change my situation. All right. Does that make sense? So if you want to get access to a group of people that have done exactly what you want to do and learn from them, then join us for the 5-day virtual event. Take one of the last 20, it looks like 24 spots that are available for the 5-day virtual event tonight, and join us, or 25 minutes, whatever goes first. And come and learn and get access to people so you can aspire to go to a higher level. Also, learn how to make an asset for yourself so that you can stop having to work all the days of your life, and you can learn how to make money in your sleep as well. All right. So learn how to make money in your sleep so you don't have to work until the day that you die, and get access to the right information that could change your situation. That's what money's good for. All right. Another thing I had to learn was, like, we do have disposable income, but we really only have disposable, like, because I was always telling myself, like, oh, I don't have disposable income. But the issue was, what I was doing was I was going ahead and taking that income that I had and I was disposing of it in nonsense. I had more money invested on my body rather than in my body. So what I had to do is I had to make a little sacrifice. And the reason I say that is because what I learned over time is that if you don't find a way to sacrifice for your dream, then your dream is going to become the sacrifice. If you don't find a way to sacrifice for your dream, then your dream is going to become the sacrifice. All right. So that's the thing. Like, I used to go to I had all of the clothes, all of the shoes. I would go and get, you know, go on dates and do whatever I had to do, but I didn't have no money. And so what I'm asking you to do is the same thing that I did. It's just put a little something to the side and put that income into assets rather than putting that income into liabilities. And real quick, since the chat's working, drop a I'm in if you join the 5-day virtual event. So that way I can give you a big shout out for joining the 5-day virtual event. I don't know if the chat's just acting a little weird. All right. So that's the thing. I had to use the disposable income to actually change my situation. All right. And big shout out to Caden joining the 5-day virtual event. Congratulations. Big shout out to Curry joining the 5-day virtual event. Congratulations. Big shout out to AJ joining the 5-day virtual event. Congratulations. Big shout out to Xavier joining the 5-day virtual event. Congratulations. Big shout out to SA joining the 5-day virtual event. Congratulations. Big shout out to Prisha joining the 5-day virtual event. Congratulations. Big shout out to Canmy and joining the 5-day virtual event. Congratulations. Big shout out to Curry joining the 5-day virtual event. Congratulations. Big shout out to Stino. Big shout out to Kai. Big shout out to Kaz. Big shout out to Quante. Big shout out to, I'm scrolling. Big shout out to Canmy joining the 5-day virtual event. Big shout out to Beethoven. Congratulations. Big shout out to Alexis. Big shout out to Octavia joining the 5-day virtual event. Big shout out to Manuel joining the 5-day virtual event. Big shout out to Deja joining us for the 5-day virtual event. Big shout out to Lizette joining us for the 5-day virtual event. Big shout out to Jaden and Zion joining us for the 5-day virtual event. Anthony joined us for the 5-day event. Now it looked like the chat froze after that. But once the chat comes back on, right when the chat comes on, if I did not say your name, just comment I'm in so I can give you a big shout out for joining the 5-day virtual event. All right. It looks like we got 18 more spots available for the 5-day event tonight. So the next thing I had to learn is that money replenishes, because what I was always doing was I would go to work when I had a job. I would go to work for 2 weeks. I would go to work. Then I would make my money. I would spend it all. Go to work for 2 weeks again, make my money, spend it all. Go to work for 2 weeks, make my money, spend it. And I literally was sustain and doing that over and over again. And then I had to realize one day, it's like, dang, my money replenishes every 2 weeks. And even if I get fired, then I still get unemployment, which is going to give me a check as well. So once I realized that no matter what, every 2 weeks, my money was coming back, or even if I got fired, my money was going to come back too. I started to make more investments in myself. I started to invest more into myself, into opportunities. And to be honest, the first thing I ever invested in was a course. And I was on a class just like you are right now. And I bought a course that was over $1,500. Nowhere near the $300 that you can get access to and join us for the 5-day virtual event. It was a course that I had to do by myself with no one's help. And that's all I got access to. We're not talking about 5 days of training. We're not talking about 5 days of Q&A and a course and the recordings. We're not talking about that. So I'm not asking you to do anything that I didn't do. All right. So like what I had to realize was I had to break my old habits. All right. And what I mean by that is you may be in a position like I was. I would go to a training, get information, get excited about it, and then I would go to a training, get information, get excited about it, get an opportunity to invest in myself, not do it, and then my life wouldn't change and I would get depressed. Then I would go to another training, get information, get excited, then my life wouldn't change, and then I would get an opportunity to invest in myself. Then I see the chat's back on. Comment I'm in. If you joined us for the 5-day virtual event and you have not heard me shout your names out just yet, comment I'm in chat so I can go ahead and give you a big shout out. All right. Comment I'm in. If I have not said your name and you joined us for the 5-day virtual event, you locked in your ticket, you locked in your spot, you're going to be joining us for the 5-day virtual event starting tomorrow. It's your last opportunity to jump in. Comment I'm in the chat real quick because the chat just turned back on. All right. It looked like it turned back off just now because y'all started flaming it. But I would come to a class, get information, get excited about it, get an opportunity to invest in myself, not do it, and then my life wouldn't change. I would get sad. And I just stayed in this thing that I called the liability loop over and over and over again. And what I had to realize is that nothing changes unless something changes. I had to break the old habit. I had to break the cycle. So instead, what I did was I came to a training, much like you're in right now. I got information from it and I got excited about it. I was like, bro, this is such good information. Then after that, I got an opportunity to invest in myself. But then instead of not doing it and doing the same thing to stay in the liability loop, I actually did it this time. And I broke out of the liability loop. I broke the old habit. And what ended up happening is that then I got information from a source that has been where I wanted to go, that has packaged the information to give me a desired transformation. And then I implemented that information. Then I made money. Then I invested in myself again. I got more actionable information. I made money. I invested in myself, got information, executed, made money, invested in myself, got information, executed on it, made money, invested in myself. And that was the new loop that I was in. So you have to break the old habit because you're in here right now. There's two people inside of you right now. There's the new you and there's the old you, right? And honestly, you just have to decide. So the real thing is like decide. And the root word of decide is actually to cut off, to kill off. So if I decide to go to a college, I cut off all my other options. If I decide to get married, I cut off all my other options. So my question to you is who's going to die today? Is the new you going to die and the old you walks out of here and then you jump right back into the liability loop? Or is the old you going to die and the new you walks out of here so that you can come to the 5-day virtual event, get training from people that have been where you wanted to go, like get access to speakers and influencers. Oh yeah, chat's back working. Comment I'm in chat real quick. Comment I'm in chat real quick. If you joined the 5-day virtual event and I have not shouted your name out just yet, comment I'm in and hurry up and comment it before the chat blocks back up because y'all are going too crazy. If you joined us for the 5-day virtual event, you jumped in, you secured your ticket, you joined us for the 5-day virtual event, go ahead and drop a I'm in chat. That way I can go ahead and give you a shout out. Oh, it looks like the chat already stopped again. All right, so big shout out to Rodrigo joining us for the 5-day virtual event. Big shout out to Byron joining us for the 5-day virtual event. Big shout out to Kimura joining us for the 5-day event. Big shout out to Tony joining us for the 5-day virtual event. Big shout out to hold on one second. The chat's going too crazy. Big shout out to E joining us for the 5-day virtual event. Big shout out to Rich joining us for the 5-day virtual event. Big shout out to Anthony joining us as well. Congratulations. All right. So that's what I had to do. I had to break the old habits. So if you want to break the old habits and you want the new you to walk out of here, go to go.skillyourbrandclass.com/platinum. Grab one of the last 11 spots that are available in the 5-day virtual event that starts tomorrow. This is your last opportunity to jump in, or 16 minutes, like whatever ends up happening first. Another thing I had to learn is that information alone is not that valuable. What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is that you can go on YouTube, Instagram, Google, all of these places and get information for absolutely free, right? You definitely could do that. But you've already been doing that and you have not got exactly where you want to go. Because as you get all of this information from all of these different places, you actually get overwhelmed because there's so much information everywhere, right? And then you go ahead and you see this person's telling you to do this person's telling you to do that, and you're like, bro, what do I do? I'm confused now because I don't know what to do. So that's the thing, is like, information alone is not valuable. It just gets you overwhelmed and it gets you confused because there's so much out there. But if you have information that is from someone that has been where you want to go, that has packaged that information to give you a desired transformation from A to Z, and you literally see that they have receipts for themselves and for other people, and then that's the information that you get, that's when information actually becomes valuable. And that's what you have an opportunity to get into as far as that information packaged in an A to Z step-by-step formula when you join us for the 5-day virtual event. So you can go to go.skillyourbrandclass.com/platinum, join us for the 5-day virtual event so you can stop being confused, so that you can stop being overwhelmed with information, and you can do the right thing the first time. All right. So another thing I had to realize is that I either had money or excuses. Now, what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is I always was making an excuse for something when I didn't have money. What do I mean by that? What I mean by is I would always be like, oh man, that course is a scam. That ebook, that's a scam. Like, oh, I don't believe in the ebook, the course, the this and that. All right, the chat's back working. Comment I'm in if I haven't said your name just yet, and you joined the 5-day virtual event. Comment I'm in. I want to make sure that I give everyone a shout out that joined the 5-day virtual event. If I have not said your name yet and you joined the 5-day virtual event, comment I'm in chat. It looks like it's taking some of y'all older messages, but comment I'm in if you joined the 5-day virtual event and I have not said your name yet. Comment I'm in chat. Comment I'm in. All right, comment I'm in. If I have not said your name and you jumped into the 5-day virtual event, you secured your ticket, you secured your spot, comment I'm in chat so I can give you a big shout out. All right. I see the chat's working. I think the chat's working now, so we might have some good luck. All right. So let me go ahead and give some shout outs real quick. All right. So big shout out to, one second, let me scroll up a little bit. Big shout out to, I already said their name. Big shout out to Joe joining us for the 5-day virtual event. Big shout out to Evan joining us for the 5-day virtual event. Big shout out to David joining us for the 5-day virtual event. Big shout out to, who's this? Jackson joining us for the 5-day virtual event. Big shout out to Chris joining us for the 5-day virtual event. Big shout out to Jacob joining us for the 5-day virtual event. Big shout out to Jakari joining us for the 5-day virtual event. Another Jacob joined us. Big shout out to David joining us for the 5-day virtual event. Big shout out to Zion joining us for the 5-day virtual event. Big shout out to DJ joining us for the 5-day virtual event as well. Big shout out to Darius joining us for the 5-day virtual event. Big shout out to Joe joining us for the 5-day virtual event. Oh, the chat's going so fast. I literally, oh man, I can't even keep up with it. Big shout out to Christian joining us for the 5-day virtual event. Big shout out to Arlene joining us for the 5-day virtual event. Big shout out to oh man, I can't even keep up with it. It's going too fast. Big shout out to Dario joining us for the 5-day virtual event. Big shout out to, man, I can't keep up with it. All right, I'm gonna just start saying you guys' names and saying shout out to join it. Big shout out to Brittany. Big shout out to Dalvin. Big shout out to EJ. Big shout out to Alex. Big shout out to, oh man, this is gonna take like. Big shout out to, one second. I want to make sure I get everybody and give you guys a shout out. Nevaeh. Big shout out to Benjamin. Big shout out to Joel. Big shout out to Jim. Big shout out to, one sec. I'm scroll. Andre. Big shout out to Armake. Big shout out to, shout out Johnny. Shout out Keon, another Alex. All right, big shout out, big shout out. I'm seeing a lot of names. So we joined it, and this is our last opportunity to join us for the 5-day virtual event, guys. That's our last opportunity because we start literally tomorrow. All right, we start tomorrow. I can't even keep up with all the names. Big shout out to Corbin as well. Big shout out to Emma joining us as well. Now, if I have not shouted your name out just yet, and you joined us for the 5-day virtual event, you secured your ticket, and I have not shouted your name out just yet, comment "I'm in chat real quick. If I have not shouted your name out, all right? And that's the thing, guys. I had to realize that, I got tired of making excuses. I got tired of making excuses why my mom didn't have the house that she wanted. I got tired of making excuses of why, my grandma had to work, or she couldn't get a phone or pay her debt off, or why my mom couldn't drive the car that she wanted, right? So I made, and this is the thing. In life, you're either going to find a way to make it happen or find an excuse for it to not happen. You're either going to find a way to make it happen or find an excuse for it to not happen. So that's the thing. Because if I said right now, hey guys, I got a way for you, I got a Lamborghini for sale, I got a house for sale, I got whatever it is that you want for sale, but it's only $300. Your brain is probably already going like, oh my God, I'm about to go and call this person. I'm gonna go and do this. I'm gonna go and do that. I'm gonna hit up this person. I'm gonna borrow this from that person. I'm gonna get a credit card. I'm gonna do this. And you do that for all of the physical things, but you don't think about doing it for the thing that can actually get you the skill so that you can make as much money as you want, so you can get as many physical things that you want. You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? So you can do all of those things that you were just thinking about and go do all of them right now to be able to get access to the skill that can allow you to get as many Lamborghinis, as many houses as you want. Because I'll be honest with you, if you aren't in a place where you're making money currently, that is not the problem. That is the symptom of the problem. And I'm explaining to you, because the symptom of the problem, because the problem is what? You don't have a skill that is allowing you to consistently make money. So the money is the symptom of the issue, of the actual problem, that you don't have the skill of making money. Aren't you tired of literally money being it's impossible for money to be the problem that you don't have money. It's the skill that you do not have that is the actual problem. Oh, and I see the chat's back working. Comment "I'm in" if I have not said your name just yet. If I have not said your name just yet, and you joined us for the 5-day virtual event, comment "I'm in chat. It looks like there's 2 or 3 spots available, or 9 minutes left, 8 minutes left, whatever comes first. If I have not shouted your name just out and you jumped into the 5-day virtual event, comment "I'm in" so I can give you a big shout out. I've already said Beethoven. I see Gemma join us for the 5-day virtual event. Let me see. I see Toy join us for the 5-day virtual event. I see, hold on, I'm scrolling. I see Nathan joining us for the 5-day virtual event. A lot of them are saying, yo, Justin, I'm in the kickoff call and I'm in here. I'm just saying what's up. So yes, the kickoff call is going on right now. So if you join the 5-day virtual event right now, and you go ahead and join the kickoff call, you can literally start early. The challenge starts tomorrow. The 5-day event starts tomorrow, but you can go ahead and get into the kickoff call tonight by taking one of the last 2 spots that are available in the 5-day virtual event, or 7 minutes, whatever goes first. Zacchaeus jumped into the 5-day virtual event. Congrats. Joey, welcome to the 5-day virtual event. Fran, congratulations. Let's see who else. Adam, congratulations on jumping in. EJ says, "I'm in, Justin. Congratulations. Derek jumped in. Congratulations, Derek. Congratulations on jumping into the 5-day virtual event. I already said Nevaeh. I already said Joey. Let me see. Diamante, congratulations on joining us for the 5-day virtual event. Also, Melody, congratulations. Trey, congratulations on joining us as well. Congratulations to DJ. Congratulations, Marquise. Congratulations to Shania, congratulations as well. Congratulations. Let me see. I'm scrolling. I'm trying to catch up. I'm trying to catch up to the chat real quick. Lulu, congratulations on joining us. Congratulations. Let me see. One sec. I'm scrolling. I'm trying to catch up to the chat real quick. I'm trying to catch up to the chat. That's a lot of people saying. I'm Andrew. Welcome to the 5-day virtual event. Congratulations. Marquise, congratulations on jumping in. Also, I see, Canny, congratulations. Fred, congratulations on joining us for the 5-day event. Congratulations, congratulations. Corbin, congratulations. Let me see, I'm scrolling. One sec. Archangel, that's a dope name. Congratulations on jumping in. Congratulations, Eli, on joining us for the 5-day virtual event. Another Corbin jumped in as well. Congratulations. Byron, I see you. Congratulations. Congratulations. I'm scrolling. There's so many chats coming in right now. Let me see. 1 second. Lavelle, congratulations on joining the 5-day virtual event. Congratulations. Let me see. I'm scrolling real quick, and then I'm gonna keep going through. I'm in. Who's this saying I'm in? Congratulations. Oh, that's Avion. Congratulations. Congratulations, Avion. All right, cool. Amazing. So that's the thing, y'all. Like, I realize that it's us versus them. It's people that are like Avion, people that are like Nevaeh, people that are like EJ, people that are like DJ, people that actually invest in themselves and they take a risk on themselves and they take a calculated risk on themselves because, like, I'm going to be honest with you. It doesn't get easier to invest in yourself. It doesn't get easier. It actually, you just get stronger. You just get stronger. It doesn't get easier. I see the chat's working. Comment I'm in if I have not said your name already. If I have not, comment I'm in if you jumped into the 5-day virtual event. I see you, E Dizzle. I see you. All right. So it doesn't get easier. All right. It doesn't get easier. It doesn't get easier. You just get better. You just get stronger. And the reason I say that is because, like, look at people like Elon Musk. Like, despite whatever you think about him, he made a ton of money from PayPal, sold his business, made a ton of money, and then what he ended up doing is he ended up investing all of that money into SpaceX and into Tesla, to the point to where he literally was sleeping on his friends' couches to be able to, like, invest all of his cash into himself. And that was after he made hundreds of millions of dollars. So it's not going to get easier. You just get stronger. Some of you, like, and I'll be honest with you, if you don't use it, you lose it. So if you don't make an investment in yourself, if you don't use it, you lose it, because you never feel how it feels to just invest $300 in yourself. Well, then you're never going to invest $3,000 into yourself. You're never going to invest $30,000 into yourself. Like, you're never going to do that. So all I'm asking is you spend all of your time, energy, and effort investing into other people, and investing into, your energy and your time and your efforts into someone else. So, like, why don't you just take that effort and that time and energy just one last time? Like, why don't you just do something for yourself this time? So if you want to do something for yourself, you want to flex that muscle of investing in yourself so it doesn't get weaker, it gets stronger over time. Go to go.scaleyourbrandclass.com/platinum and jump into the 5-day virtual event. It starts tomorrow. And I think it's 1 spot left, or 2 minutes, like whatever's happening. And if you're working on getting your spot right now and you need a little, like, time, just put I'm working on it in chat. I'm just curious of who's working on it right now. So another thing I had to realize is now and later, because honestly, I used to procrastinate a ton. And I would always say, like, I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to do it the next day. I'm going to do it next week. I'm going to do it next year, whatever. And then I asked myself one day, I said, what's the difference between doing something now and doing something later? The thing is that now just means that it's this acronym. Now, no opportunity wasted. No opportunity wasted. So if you want to do something later, the only thing that's different between now and later is this space in between for you to waste time. And what is time? Time is money. And to make mistakes, which mistakes cost you money as well. So that's my thing. It's like, if you want to do something later, you might as well do it now, so that you don't waste any opportunities and you don't have a poor mindset. Because when I say poor mindset, what I mean is that you're passing over opportunities repeatedly. How many of you feel like you've been in a place where you got an opportunity to do something and then you didn't do it, and then you didn't do it, and you didn't do it? Like, and you feel like you had that opportunity, but you didn't do it. And then afterwards you realize, dang, bro, I should have did that, but I passed over an opportunity. And you had a poor mindset because you were thinking about, oh, what does it cost for me to do this? What's the cost of the challenge? What's the cost of the ebook, the course, or whatever? And you should have been asking yourself a different question. I'm gonna get to that in a second. So if you want to like join the 5-day virtual event, you're saying you're gonna do it later. First of all, it's impossible to do it later because today is the last day. There's no other opportunity. This is the last opportunity to join and jump in for the 5-day virtual event. We start tomorrow. So, and this is our last time. This is my last time teaching, my last time doing a class, my last time ever doing this. So join the 5-day virtual event. Go to go.scaleyourbrandclass.com/platinum and jump in and join us for the 5-day virtual event. Worst come to worst, you come to all 5 days and you don't feel like you got your money's worth, and then we just refund you. That's literally our guarantee. As long as you show up to class and as long as you join, as long as you show up and as long as you have your camera on and you do the homework. What's going on, Nick? What's up, Marlon? So I want y'all to like come. Can y'all hear me? Y'all see me?
Yes, sir.
I bet I can see y'all now. I'm kind of just giving some game, and unfortunately the 29-minute clock just dropped off. So there was one spot left before the clock went off. So I'm just giving a little bit of game. But Nick, it's up to you, bro. Like I already gave him a little extension. Do you think that we should?
Are you taking me off this leash or what?
JP. We gotta figure something out. We gotta figure something out.
We
gotta figure something out. What we gonna do?
Hey, JP, you ain't take me off the leash. So honestly, I'm just be real with you. We had over 300 people that was already inside that have already committed to the challenge. Wow. That another one of the team members told us we needed to come in and talk to. So I went to go drop game over there. So hopefully you ready for me to let this leash go, because I have a story that I'm ready to share.
We gotta get back to the other room.
I'm gonna let it go. So this is what I'm gonna do, Nick. Like, Nick, because y'all had to go to the other room. I'm gonna just put 30 more minutes on the time, and that's it. And then I'm gonna let you just go loose, and y'all go crazy. And I'm gonna just give them the last opportunity to jump in and join us, because after this we're gonna end it off. That cool? All right, let me go in the back end real quick. Let me fix this up real quick. All right, so Nick's turning 29. He turned 29. I'm gonna put 29 spots, and that's it. Like, period. So I'm gonna put the timer on, 29 minutes, 29 spots. All right, bet. It's up. Marlon, take it.
Cool. So I'm looking at it right now. I see it. We got 29 spots. So let's do this. This is my story right here. Because I really didn't understand what like paying for speed and paying for access was, honestly, until I went to Disney World. I know that's a crazy story, but I went to Disney World for a volleyball tournament for my sister, but Orlando specifically, and we ended up going to Disney World with the family because we had a few days. All right, and honestly, it was my first time at Disney World. So like a lot of you guys, this is your first time and maybe investing in yourself. So it's something that's uncomfortable. It's something that's new. It's something that's fearful. It's something that you like, okay, I don't know what's going to happen on the other side of this. It's the same way that I was. I did not understand like what I needed to pay for a fast pass for at Disney World until I got there. I'm just being honest with you. I was arguing, like I was like scratching and clawing, like, are we serious about the like 4 times as much on a fast pass versus just getting a regular pass? And they like, I'm telling you, you're gonna need the fast pass. And like I said, I never been there before. I had never been there before. And then once we got there, and I saw how long all the regular lines was and how long it took for other people to actually get on the rides that they wanted to get on, I was like, man, I'm happy I got the fast pass. I was able to go on 2 rides while some people wasn't even able to go on 1. And what that had showed me was and told me was like paying for speed is where I need to be. Because I got the opportunity to enjoy the entire park with my family by paying for fast passes versus waiting in lines where I would have stood for hours and maybe only got the opportunity to get 2, 3, maybe 4 rides with how long the lines was. And so a lot of you guys are delaying your success because you want to sit in a general admission line, because you want to sit in the line of watching YouTube videos. We make that for free. That's great. There's no problem with that. But what I want you to understand is when we're making YouTube videos, we're at different perspectives. Like some of you guys may be watching old videos. Some of you guys may be watching new videos. So you're truly not getting the information in the order that you need it to receive it in to get the goals and the expectations that you want to meet. But it's the fact that when you come to an event like the Scale Your Brand Challenge, we have now built a process for you to follow to get the results that you want. So you watching YouTube videos is you standing in line for hours and hours and hours waiting to get on the ride, hopefully to get a sale, hopefully to find the right pop-up shop, hopefully to figure out what type of apps you need on your website to start making sales. But when you get in the fast lane, when you get in the VIP, specifically the platinum, when you do that, you're accelerating your speed. And they got some people on here that already know that we was doing this challenge because they came to previous stuff already. So you already missed the opportunity that you saw to get in the room. I know y'all saw us drop the video. I know y'all saw us going crazy on Instagram, 1 million views with all of us being inside of one specific place. But guess what? You wasn't there. And you know why you wasn't there? Because you didn't invest in the fast pass. And now is the last opportunity that you got to get in the fast lane. Or are you going to continue to say, all right, I'm going to keep going GA. I'm going to keep waiting. I'm going to get in the line. I'm going to wait till it's my turn. Like, stop waiting on your turn to come. Man, I swear, I just told this to my community. It's a difference between somebody that's make opportunity and somebody that waits for opportunity to happen to them. I just want y'all to understand that right now.
Give me an example.
I need y'all, let me say this again, though. I need y'all to understand that it is a difference between somebody that waits for opportunity and it's a difference from somebody that makes opportunity happen for them.
Give me an example.
All right. The example I got to you is every time we do in-person events, I meet 2 types of people. I meet people that create opportunity and I meet people that wait for opportunity. And let me show you the difference between those 2 people. The people that wait for opportunity, you know what they tell me, Justin?
What?
They say, I can't wait to be on your podcast. I can't wait till my brand is where I want it to be and y'all put me on the podcast. I can't wait till I got the opportunity to sit in that chair. But guess what the people that make opportunity say?
What's that?
What I gotta do to get on the podcast? That's the question that they say. Like, what they gotta do? Do they gotta pay? Do they gotta come to an event? Do they gotta get in the program? Like it's like, what do they gotta do to get on the podcast? It's a total different mindset. It's a total different change in what's gonna happen and the results that you're gonna get. Because now you know what you need to do to be on the podcast versus like, oh, wishing that it's just gonna happen. Waiting in that general admission line for 5 hours to get on the Batman ride or the Minions ride, whatever it is that floats your boat. But guess what? I rode that ride 2 times already, 3 times. Right. And I'm trying to share those experiences with you, but you keep wanting to wait. In YouTube videos, that's for a beginner. And if you're ready to move with speed, you need to invest in the fast lane. You need to stop saying, I just want bits and pieces, but I want the whole thing. And I want to be able to understand it. And what that's going to also do is, there's another thing. With paying for the fast lane, what we did, we didn't play with the opportunity. Because you got general admission, you walking around the park slow, You know, you doing this, you doing that, you waiting in the line.
We're going
We
crazy.
doing the fast lane. We moving fast. We're from here to here to here. We doing this and that, and we getting to experience more stuff. We getting the opportunity to meet more people. We're getting more access by making that one decision. And I told y'all the difference between somebody that waits for opportunity and somebody that makes opportunity happen. The person that's gonna make opportunity happen is about to smash this button and go get their tickets, and they're about to get in this room, and they're gonna figure out whatever they gotta do to get in the next room. And they're gonna figure out whatever they gotta do to get in the next room, because they understand that access will change your life.
They about to break their phone hitting complete checkout.
I just need to wait, man. Look, I
Nah,
told you
go.
I was waiting on him to let me off the leash. Some of y'all need to look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, do I need to fire myself for my brand? Like, do I really need to like rehire myself? Am I playing with this or not? Because a lot of y'all playing with this idea that y'all have that's called a vision. A lot of y'all have strong missions and whys behind your brand, but what are you doing to promote that in the real world?
Yeah, I just got a DM that said, look at the DM. Looking forward to the 5-day challenge. Today Gems was crazy.
Yeah.
That call you and Marlon had with us was crazy. So some of y'all in here was on here with JP and he didn't drop the gems, went crazy. And some of y'all still hesitant and locking in your spot for the 5-day challenge, and y'all wasn't able to hop in that next Zoom with me and Marlon.
Come on now.
It's crazy because one thing I like, I love this right here. It said, some things are taught and some things are caught. Like today, you learn things, but just imagine spending 5 days with us. Just imagine us popping up the hood and showing you what's under the trunk.
Yep.
Just imagine us showing you what we gonna do on the back.
And we got foreign, so we talking about what's under the front, you know? Like we got the engine in the front, and we got the trunk in the front. We got the trunk and the front. You know what I'm saying? So like, man, this whole thing is to expand your mind. Like this, like we just told the last call. The whole purpose of me showing up here today, for Nick showing up here today, for Justin P showing up here today, is to raise your awareness. And as you raise your awareness, what you're gonna do is you're gonna realize that, dang, I understand what they're saying now. I get what they're saying now. If I don't put myself in these type of positions, I'm never gonna challenge myself. If I don't put myself in these type of positions, I'm never gonna really understand what I'm capable of. If I don't put myself in these type of positions, I'm never gonna race against the real thing. Stop racing against YouTube videos. I'm here to tell y'all that. We make YouTube videos, but specifically if you on here, I want to let you know I'm tired of you racing against a YouTube video, and I want you to race against the real thing, because I bet right now this is hitting more than a YouTube video because you feeling the passion. And that's what you're going to get in these next 5 days on this challenge. Passion, determination, information, community, environment, and you just saying you want to go to the general admission line and miss the opportunity for all this. Like, and he been holding me back. He been keeping me on the leash. So I'm happy that I get the opportunity before y'all hop off here to give y'all this message, because somebody needed. Like somebody needed these words that we speaking right now to allow them to get over the edge. Because somebody is saying, man, I'm just not sure yet. I'm just not sure and I just don't understand. But that was the same thing we did. If majority of the people on here, 9 times out of 10, watched us on YouTube. You know how I know? Because we just got off the last call and they had 70-year-olds that's saying they've been watching us since 2020 when COVID happened. So I know that we got a high percentage of people that's in here right now as well. Right? Correct. So what I need you to do, it is time to put the YouTube videos to the side. And it's time to truly get inside this program that we craft specifically for you guys at a high level, because we said that, you know what? You guys look at us as competition. That's not the truth. We look at each other as collaboration. So we want to give you guys the best experience possible. Who do you guys know that gave all of the resources that we gave today, along with all of the access that we gave y'all today? Nobody. So if you can only imagine what this was like, you can only imagine what these 5 days gonna be like. And I'm tired of it. I need, like I said, I need somebody to look themselves in the mirror tonight, right now specifically, and ask yourself, is this what you really want to do? And if this is what you really want to do, like, you need to really ask yourself, what's stopping you from committing to your brand? It can't be the price, because we spend the money no matter what. We spend the money on things we make no money on. So we got to take price out of this right now. Like, is this something that you're willing to invest in? We laid our life down on this for this brand. We just shared this on the last call. Once again, we cried for this. It was parties that we was at, turning up, having a great time, getting it in. And then next minute, we like, man, what we at this party for? We and our brand not even, our brand, we got dreams and goals that we not even working on, but we going crazy at a party. Man, look, I'm telling y'all right now, this is going to be the best investment that you ever made in your life, because you're working with reputable people. Like, this isn't like something that we just pulled out our butt and say, hey, let's just do this event. Nah, we taking time away out of running our multi-million-dollar brands to do this stuff. This is not just something that we want to do just for fun. Like, this is something that we're doing to create a long-lasting impact, because we realize that the more people that we impact, the more income that we're going to receive. And it may not be directly from the people that we impacting. But what happens is the people that we impact, they go and tell other people about our brand.